Hey degenerates, this is Chris from the Couchaholics. As fun as it is to kick back with friends and consume alcohol, the Couchaholics always condone drinking responsibly and never drink and drive. All of our opinions are our own and don't reflect upon the quality of any particular brewery or business. This podcast contains explicit language. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. So they're already scared of me. So I go to hold it in, and next thing I know, I go. What's up, degenerates? Welcome to the Couchaholic podcast, where we get fucked up for you. I'm your host, Chris. with you. No, for you.
For you and with you and in you.
And in him and with him and in the Holy Spirit.
My brother's sober, but he still listens, so we get fucked up for him.
That was a new one, and I liked it.
I'm your host, Chris. Today we have Jake.
Yo.
Ty.
What's up?
Jimmy.
Hello.
Brick.
Yep.
Costa.
What's up?
And Mason's back.
I hit a spicy pocket of my Bloody Mary. Hi, guys.
However, today's an extra special. We have our number one fan here today, Taylor.
Tier 1.
Jesus. Don't put my head up like that.
So Taylor's actually a male escort, so it's going to be really interesting hearing about this.
We have a
today.
stage in front of us.
You just keep on my head up, man.
Yeah,
Right.
he's doing
aspiring,
this one
aspiring.
pro bono for us.
Yeah.
No, pro boner. Pro boner. Hey! Take us all at the wheel. So
No,
look,
you're both going on. That's
No.
a Rochambeau.
normally we don't have to go over, how it works, but since Taylor's a big number one fan, we don't. So
Yeah.
Taylor, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, man, I don't know much to say.
Talk about your male escort career. I don't know. I mean, anything you feel.
So I guess how we can get into this.
How'd you meet people? That's
So,
a big thing.
I got hired with Jake. Unfortunately, he got sent to
No
a
shameless
different.
plugs.
Wasn't to say he got sent to a different station instead of me. I
Mm.
wish he was with me, but they hired a bunch of idiots instead of him.
Oh my God.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots are
Yeah.
fired.
A lot of bangs, a lot of pops. Anyways, finally made it up here, and I was like, dang, this kid's actually pretty cool. And get along with him. One of one. And pretty much hate everybody else there, but it's all good. I was like, dang, I can probably get out with this kid, have some beers, have a good time, and that's what we ended up doing.
And then you actually got to know him.
And then got to know him, and then
And now you
there's a
hate
day
him.
Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
So that was the first time I met you guys.
yeah, that was
The whole squad.
One of the worst times.
I had a great day.
Oh,
real,
yeah,
real
100%.
easy to get along with you guys. You guys are cool people. Like shotgun beers, like drinking beer, like drinking everything,
Oh yeah.
all and around. It's a good fucking time.
We're at Kenny, and then I wake up out of my drunkenness, and I'm at your house. I'm like,
Dude, I completely forgot about that.
I got Snapchats. I don't know where I was, but I got
Mason's
Snapchats.
holding a dog in his
Yeah,
lap.
dude,
I
fucking
still have
dirty
that
ass feet.
picture on my phone of your
little
dog
Mindy.
sitting on my lap and I'm double fisting. Dude, it's legendary.
You want to talk about your dog? Give you a little shameless plug to her.
Oh
She's
my
a cutie.
God. I love my little dachshund. Her name's Mindy. She's about to be 14 in September.
Holy
Love,
shit.
love you,
Old
girl.
gal.
Mindy's the shit, man.
She'll, I did the math. She'll be 100 in dog years.
Damn.
About the second
That's
week
an
of December.
old bitch.
So she's still kicking ass.
Literally.
Still loves her treats and stuff.
That's
She got
awesome.
like a little, I actually got a little blind wiener at my house. Not actually, but
Jimmy's got one of those.
Part of his male escort. that's his description on his male escort page. Got a blonde wiener.
the
at
blonde
home.
wiener. But yeah, so my sister got one. So yeah, family just likes the wiener dogs.
Awesome.
But yeah, man. And then that day was fucking infamous.
That was.
Not to men- and then the Penn State
Penn
game
State
was
game, I was gonna
just
say.
as fucking
God.
good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
It was good.
That was
was
Chris's
good.
birthday.
I think we touched on this story,
Yeah.
but then we talked about how Taylor was the guy that like kept the conversation going after Chris got bitch slapped.
Yep.
But we were talking about it before this podcast. He had no idea that he got slapped.
Yeah.
I knew he didn't see it. He was looking at me when it happened.
Yeah, it saved the whole thing because Taylor was just talking and then Chris got fucking slapped and Taylor just kept talking. And everybody was looking at each other like, holy shit. And then Chris ended up crying in the bathroom.
I gripped your
Allegedly.
shoulder so tightly because I was like,
Should have grabbed his dick.
dude, Sarah knocked the wind out of me. I was like,
Dude, I can't believe I didn't hear it. I didn't see it.
said I would've loved
I
to
just
see
thought you
that
guys
shit.
fucking hear my story. I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, dang, I say something? I don't want to get canceled or anything. But then I kept going, so I guess I didn't care that much. But, I guess it worked.
Oh, shit.
it's all right,
yeah.
buddy. I know about silent crowds. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
You just got to power
Here's
through.
crickets. Here's crickets.
I tried.
Thanks for joining us, Taylor. Let's get into this first
Oh,
beer, buddy.
Absolutely, thank you.
Jake, you want to send us off with that?
All right, boys, here we go. I am holding the Lumber Sexual by RAR Brewing. It is an American double IPA. It's 8.4%. And again, it's brewed by RAR, and they are in Cambridge, Maryland. Maryland.
All right.
These are the hops, I guess. Brew 1 and Grungeist.
Grungeist.
These are 2 ones I haven't heard before.
The can is how you would expect a lumberjack beer to be. It is plaid with a man with a huge beard and some pit vipers
I like that.
Hell yeah, brother.
on the can.
I love
And,
that for us. Pit Viper, is that the mustache name?
The pit viper,
What is
Sunglasses,
that?
right?
the sunglasses.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're like the fuckboy sunglasses that everybody wears now on Instagram.
Tyler, you're like an old head, bro.
Look, man, I just don't. I
Bald
feel like
head.
that
You
would
gotta
be
get
a,
up with the
a young
times, dude.
head in this case for not knowing.
He's an old soul.
All the young kids wear them.
All right,
The
whatever.
cool young kid with their mullets.
there was,
Yeah, that's not a fad I'm enjoying right now.
I'm off track of the beer for a second.
Yeah.
Yesterday when I got here, none of you, I think Jake was there. Tyler puts on his new shoes. He's like, check out these new shoes. And I was like, they kind of look like dad shoes. And then everybody else was like, I didn't want to say it.
Damn.
So excited,
They had the
guys.
reflectors on them and everything.
I liked him, Ty.
The
Thanks.
dad special, the New Balances. Nikes.
Well, the Air Monarchs, baby.
And Monarchs.
Guys, I'm bald now. I'm just gearing up.
He's embracing it.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm not too far behind you.
It's
Tyler,
funny.
you're
Like,
not alone, baby.
I love it.
Tyler
I love
and Taylor
it.
ball, baby.
It's nice to have another bald person on the cast.
I'm like, I'm getting bigger in the shoes, and my dad was like, I need another pair of Air Monarchs. I'm like, no.
No.
We
Too
want that
down.
shit.
Absolutely
Too down
not.
already.
Get a pair of Jorts while you're at it.
Well, just a quick sidebar on the topic of mullets. Brick, you could grow the sickest mullet.
Actually,
man.
Brick, you should.
You-
I think that would look
dude,
really
I'm
good.
telling you, man, you should
I don't
do it.
I
It
don't
would
think you
be-
should. I think you'd rock it, but I don't think
It
you
would be
should.
the most luscious mullet.
Dude, actually, no, I fuck with that. Your hair's thick enough.
Dude, you have the
Dude.
thickest
And
hair.
then that's how it would look
you
in the
and,
front?
You
Hell
and
yeah.
Costa have like the
Let
two
it fucking
thickest
rip
heads of
with the
hair I've ever
stash.
seen in my life.
Ricker's already having a party in the back.
Dude, I'm telling you, go full mullet,
Hair's
brother.
greasy as fuck right
Do
now,
it,
so I can
man.
do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Well, look, boys, let's drink. It's early morning. Let's
Yes.
get drunk.
Oh,
Send us off.
Oh yeah, what's the
uh-oh.
cheers for today?
Yeah,
uh-oh, what are we
we're
doing?
lost here.
Is it Prost?
We can
is that
do
what
German.
Prost.
Oh,
Prost.
yo, let's fucking change it up. Let's do it.
Our nationalities are wild.
We're everywhere, baby.
Bunny sniffs.
I actually forgot to smell it before I tasted
So
it.
I'm interested to know
Oh.
if Jake's gonna like this because it is
Dude.
a New England, right?
And this is a double.
Is
We
this a
start
New
off with
England?
double.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't.
Jake
It says it's an American double IPA.
Dude,
I like these. I'm not a fan of the West Coast.
the West
Okay.
Coast.
Oh,
is
West
the one,
Coast,
Jake,
yeah.
So yeah, to answer you, yes, I do enjoy this.
Okay.
You know,
No, I heard you talking before this. Isn't there something special with like this beer itself?
So when I was just cruising on RAR's website, this is like the Lumber Sexual is they have a whole like
Series.
plethora. It's a series of the same titled beer. I guess they're all a little different. But I couldn't find this specific one on their website, so it must be newer and they just haven't updated, or it's older and they took it off.
so this is actually one that Taylor brought too. So Taylor brought a few specials.
Yeah. This is a special episode in a special episode. right?
honestly, yeah, because this is
This is all IPA beers, right? So
which I'm excited about.
yeah.
And they have great tastes.
We talked about it too. This is gonna be the best middle cup to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah,
want
if anybody is unfamiliar with the challenge that was issued by
Oh
Costa,
yes.
Jimmy's not
Why
allowed.
did you bring it up?
well,
Why
because
did you bring it up?
Jimmy told me I
the
had to
viewers.
remind him.
Yeah, he did ask
Um,
about that. Yeah.
So if Jimmy says flavor at any time during this podcast,
Fuck him up.
he's getting added to the wheel 4 times.
But if I can make it to the end, Coster goes on 4 times.
Correct.
Which he's not upset about on this episode.
Nope, not this time.
Fuck. Jimmy might just say flavor to be on
I'm
there.
about to do it right now.
All right, go ahead, Jake.
Do you want to hit with the rating, or do you want me to go with a little bit about the brewery?
Yeah, let us know.
Go with the brewery.
Okay. So I was cruising their website, and I just wanted to get a little bit of history about them and see what's going on with them. So this is what I got for you. We built our brewery in an 80-year-old former pool hall and bowling alley with the goal of maintaining the building's history, producing well-balanced American brews 10 barrels at a time, proudly brewing since the summer of 13 with no intentions of slowing down, striving to continuously produce products that our community can take pride in. And it's signed by Drink Fresh. I don't know who that guy is.
I drink fresh. Nice. Well, do you want to jump into the rating too? Because I can't wait to tell you mine.
It's fucking good.
I know.
It's fucking good.
I agree.
Especially for a double.
Oh god, dude.
Shit, you're right. 8.4%. I forgot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to give it the 10.
Whoa! Oh my god!
I feel like I want to give it the 10.
That's a big swing, brother.
I'm telling you right now.
Said it and you can't turn back.
Good choice then, Taylor. Damn.
Because of this episode,
Holy
I'm going
shit.
to be skewed very high. Like,
because it's IPAs.
Yeah.
This makes it hard.
and I love them.
It is the battle of the IPA.
This one was really fucking good.
It is.
Yeah.
So you're 10.
I'm a 10.
You're doing
I'm a 10.
it. You're
I will,
going for it.
banger.
I will put these in
Wow.
the fridge continuously.
Starting off strong,
You're gonna
brother.
be fucked up quick.
All right, Ty,
Ty?
what you got?
Yeah,
I
this-
did not expect that. I'm still reeling a little bit over here.
Well, this doesn't have any flavor, obviously, for Jimmy. Sorry, Ty. Go ahead. What you got, Ty?
this is really good. At 8.4%, you can get demolished.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Filleted.
You could get filleted.
You'll get filleted
You'll
from
get
this
filleted
one.
real
Real
quick.
Flounder boy.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna give a solid 8. This is really good.
Nice. Jimmy, what flavors are you picking up?
I think the fact that it's a double is really doing it for me.
Oh, you get flavor from this?
I do.
You're
I
pushing
do.
this too.
No. Like that was. I was generally asking on this one because he normally doesn't think there's flavor in those.
No, like I would say, like if I were to go somewhere, I'd go to like Guy Fieri's town. Do you know what it's called?
Flavor time.
There you go. But I didn't say it. So yeah, I'll also go for an 8.
Chris, you need to stop helping him.
I'm enjoying this.
I want him to fucking lose this battle.
I know. What did you say you went with, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
Another 8. Yeah.
All right, Taylor, your first rating on the Couchaholics podcast, bud.
Well, it's fucking good.
Don't do it wrong.
Wasn't overpowered with the liquor. Great flavor. I gotta give it a 9.
Hell yeah.
Hell
All
yeah,
right,
brother.
solid.
This one's getting it.
I didn't want to give it a 10 right away. First beer of the day. There's a 10 for a special place for them IPAs, but
Yeah.
that was right there.
Which we may get to later.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll
see.
It's a secret.
Yeah. This thing's fucking fire. I could destroy this and then I would be destroyed at the same time. I'm gonna go 9.
Shoo.
Who's
My,
gonna
my 10 spot, it's gotta be good.
Are we
Not
peaking?
good, but like
We might be peaking.
First beer of the day, we're peaking.
You could
I
say
may
that we're all
still- I may still be
lumbersexuals.
drunk.
We're definitely lumbersexuals.
I think I'm still drunk from last night.
Yep.
Yeah,
For those that don't
Dude.
know, we stayed up a little
Yeah.
too late. Well,
Chris-
some of
5
us.
a.m.
Chris, Brick, and I stayed up until 5:12 in the morning, and
Was it really 5?
Yes.
By the time I fell asleep, yeah.
Yeah.
I Mason's a big snorer, so I slept with one ear pod in my right and put my left ear on the pillow, and I was just watching YouTube videos to drown out the
Hey,
snore.
I tried to sleep on my stomach for you, buddy.
You weren't bad. You weren't bad.
So honestly, I used to not like raw, but I started to realize they have a lot of good fucking beers. I don't know what I had tried prior to it. This is one of my favorite IPAs. Every time I'm craving one, that's the flavor I want. I got to go with a 9 easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the train. I'm gonna give it a 9. It was really, really solid. It's gonna be hard to follow up on some of these beers. I
know,
think, but
fuck you, raw, for being too good.
yeah, it's a good beer, man. You get all those like hop flavors, and I don't know. These are distinct hops. I don't know if we actually ever had these particular
No.
hops.
What were the
from my
hops?
knowledge.
I've never heard them.
Brew.
It was
something.
Brew 1, which is BRU-1, and Grungeist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one, but I like
saw
them.
that. Caught my
Yeah.
eyes.
Taylor said it. It's not too boozy. It honestly isn't too bitter either for a
No,
double
not at all.
IPA.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
at
for
all.
8.4.
But it has just
Yeah.
enough to
Yeah.
hit that
To get you
IPA
by.
train. Yeah, it's good.
Mason?
I really enjoyed it as well. I'm not gonna go as high as a 9 and a 10, but I'm gonna match Jimmy and Ty. It's an 8. It's definitely, I could slam back a 4-pack of this easily. So very good.
Hell
Fuck yeah, Taylor. You fucking picked a good one.
Yeah.
So
that
what,
thing
do you
was
know
tasty.
what was your first beer you've ever tried?
Well, first beer. So, little fun story. Have you guys ever heard of the Old Mill at the beach? It was like a crab house.
No.
Not familiar.
Yeah.
So, parents took me there. I was probably the age of 10.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't know where this story's
Maybe,
going.
maybe.
Allegedly.
Damn, these are the little things I need to catch on to. I'm actually on.
You're incriminating your
Allegedly.
parents.
And yourself, maybe.
Sorry, Dad. Well, he's retired. He's good. And I don't know what they put. They put like some like goldfish or something like that in the middle. You know, as a little fat kid I was. I'm like, you know, give me them. I started housing these things. Man, they were like fucking fire. Mouths on fire. And then we're sitting there waiting. Nobody's helping us. My dad was like, Taylor, come here. Puts over Coors Light. Oh my God. It was the worst. Allegedly. It was terrible to mix spicy with Coors and all that. But I would say my first real beer, like I actually was allowed with my mom, I was 16.
Allegedly.
And
Incriminate dad, now incriminate mom.
We might as well.
yeah, it was a Coors Light.
Again.
God. I literally looked at her and I was like, how do you guys drink this?
Nasty shit.
First craft beer I ever had was Hop Devil by Victory Brewing.
That's who
Same.
else said that? Yeah, that was you. Yeah.
This was, I'm trying to think. I mean, my dad just bought a house. Buddy came over. Man, that stuff like fried me. It was crazy.
got
'Cause, you know,
sloshed.
you're used to allegedly used to lighter beers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think this was like 6-7%. Oh my God, my brain was like a fried egg.
Dude, I had like I remember when I was younger, I was at I think it was like an Easter party at my aunt's, and I was sitting there. I think I was drinking like a root beer out of a red Solo cup, and my uncle was drinking red wine, and then a red Solo cup looks about the same. Took a sip, and I was like, "What is this?"
I don't like this.
I was like, "What the fuck?
It's your special juice.
Where's my barks?"
Well, no, that's actually, well, I was going to say, me and Taylor, and also me and you, Brick, are kindred spirits, because the first beer that I had ever accidentally drank was a Coors, because I was drinking a Barks root beer, which is in a silver can.
Yeah.
And then my dad's Coors Light was sitting right next to it, and I grabbed it and swigged it, and I was
Which was better?
allegedly 7 years old. And
jeez.
just spat it out immediately. It was like,
Man's not even in elementary school.
No wonder your brain's not developed. Your frontal lobe's fucked.
No wonder you're balding already.
When did I drink?
If it was Miller, you'd be fine.
I'll be honest. I think Coors Light was probably the first beer that I ever tasted from my dad too, because I know he drank a ton of it.
Oh no,
And
Miller.
and Taylor, just to go with what you said, dude, like Coors was bad back then. I still feel the same way.
Still
it's
bad
still
now.
terrible.
Still bad.
Were any of your dads the same as mine? He would like
No, we had
come
different
home
dads.
from work, and like as a young kid, I would have a beer in my hand for when he walked in.
Like you gave it to him?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
he would like want a beer immediately, and of course it was always Miller because my dad's a fucking G.
He's a cool guy.
Not that dumbass shit in the fridge. But yeah, literally just have a Miller in my fucking hand, and
Nice.
you're a good dad.
Yeah.
See, I allegedly did that too, but we would drink it together at age 10. Skrillers for the boys.
Yeah, you're so hard.
He said, "I'm gonna train you, son."
I'm
It's
gonna
like, this
break
never
you.
happened.
I'm gonna break you.
Yeah. This actually never
Mentally
happened.
and physically.
Your body's gonna break down.
That explains a lot about your frontal lobe.
Fucking aerodynamic,
Silky
baby.
smooth, baby.
The wind runs right over it.
I
They
got
call me Lamborghini.
no squiggles in my brain. I'm smooth, baby.
Lamborghini Flounder, baby.
Episode name right there.
Seriously.
The fucking Flounder.
Well, look,
Oh my
let's get into
God.
this next one, Ty.
This is Dank Lord, New England IPA. It's from Mispillion River Brewing out of Milford, Delaware. 6.7%, and we did not find any IBUs listed. So this can is kind of sick, and I grabbed this one from Creston's for a reason. It's Voldemort smoking a joint.
You
on the
can't just
can.
say
Funny.
that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, don't,
Avada Kedavra.
we don't say his name.
Yeah.
My bad. It already came out.
Fucking nerds.
Anyway,
He who shall not be baked.
a little bit about the brewery. It's funny, they're located on Mullet Run Road. Or I'm sorry, Mullet Run Street. And there's a big difference.
Yes.
I know we were just
One's in
talking about
Africa.
mullets, isn't that perfect? But they actually partner with a cheese company, sorry Jimmy, named Chapel Creamery in which they age their cheese in their beers that they make.
Oh, I bet that's
wow.
fucking
Very nice.
delicious.
So they have two listed on their website. One is aged in their Space Otter American Pale Ale.
Yep.
The other one is aged in their Reach Around IPA.
I love the
Pretty
name.
cool.
I love
Reach
that name.
Around?
You never heard of
Yeah,
that?
you never heard of
Reach Around. Yeah, I actually like that one.
Give
I
them the
always-
old reach around.
As
Not-
me and
not the
Sarah,
beer,
as
but-
me and Sarah are looking for houses, I'm always like, oh yeah, I want one with a reach around porch.
I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
I'm gonna tell a realtor that and see what they say.
Yo, right after you said the cheeses, I took a sniff of this. It smells salty like a cheese.
I was thinking the same thing. I didn't
Yeah.
say it because I usually get called stupid. But I
still
definitely
calling you
said
Yeah,
Fuck.
I'm not tracking that. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
get the
Yeah.
dank,
Sounds like
I
a
get the
pond.
dankness.
Yeah, I get
the
them dank
dankness.
memes, dude.
Dank memes.
I
do
wonder if they
get some
brew
dankness.
any beers with the intention to be like, hey, we're going to use this
The pear?
to like pair with the cheese, or to just because they said they aged
Right.
the cheeses from the beer vat. So
Well, doesn't Mispillion do War Llama?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, they do.
And
Yep.
War Badger and War.
Possum. All the wars.
and War Dog. I don't know that.
They start wars.
Hell Dog.
baby.
One more thing I want to
War
say.
III.
One more thing I want to say is that this IPA has the most hops they've ever put in a beer at 8 pounds per barrel.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the
good or
normal
bad.
is.
And yet they don't list their IBUs.
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, right.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
Goddamn
Off the
bastards.
charts.
Barrel?
Yep, Citra, Mandarina, Bavaria hops.
Well, I'm gonna need two things from you, Mason and Coster. I need the cheers, and I need you to roll that wheel for the pop quiz, baby.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, let's get into it. Prost.
Prost.
I love how
I like
Mason
that.
looks at him because he doesn't know how to say it.
I said it the first time, you goddamn frickin' frick.
It smells really sweet.
It doesn't taste sweet.
Tell you it's
No.
Wow.
It's got a ton of flavor, I
Jinx.
would say.
It definitely does not taste sweet, but it
That
smells
is
sweet.
bitter on
I
top
just-
of bitter on top
But
of
I expected
bitter.
it to be more bitter. Like it's like a very back bitter.
No, it's dude.
This is a good
That's
primer.
all I'm getting.
This is a good
It's
primer
just-
for our last beer.
Just
Yeah.
I don't
hops.
I don't get any lingering bitterness though.
It kind of subsides. Well,
No, it's
No,
still in my
it's,
mouth.
It's sticking around.
It's pretty
I
bitter.
don't.
it's in
I,
my stomach.
It's not offensive, though.
it's not offensive, but I'm not a big fan of the mouthfeel, and it's very, very bitter.
Spin that wheel.
Pop quiz. That's we sound
Chris,
the
what do
same.
we do when it's you?
Reroll.
Dealer's choice.
Oh, I like
Okay.
it. I
yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be Taylor, 100%.
Ooh.
You know, I could do Taylor. I could do Taylor.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll do Taylor.
Wait, what's happening?
How much,
It's
how
pop
much do you know
quiz
about
time.
Harry Potter? Jimmy,
me.
I don't want to hear from you. That's why I didn't want to land on you. All
I
right.
feel confident. I feel confident.
These are true or false, Taylor. I don't know if you've heard an episode with one of these yet, but we do a pop quiz, and if you get it correct, you can add anyone here's name to the wheel. You get it wrong, you're on twice. All right?
Okay. I'm confident.
So, first pop quiz of the day. Harry Potter's first flying broomstick was called Firebolt. True or false?
False.
Nimbus 2000.
Correct.
Yeah. That was. You said
Technically,
fireball.
So, this was perfect. I forgot we had this can. I had the question already ready.
Isn't
and this
that
is fucking
something?
Harry Potter theme. So,
But the
Nice.
first broom that he ever flew was not a Nimbus 2000. It was a clean sweep.
It was the Swiffer 2000.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Oh yeah, who would you like to add to the wheel?
Damn. I mean, I have no animosity towards anybody. I
You
feel
should.
bad.
Oh,
There's
get
a lot of
get
offensive
the
people here.
animosity rolling.
Mm.
I've had the cup 17 times. I wouldn't mind.
But
it
I
again.
almost feel like since it's an all IPA cup, it's almost nice.
a gift. Yeah, it's a
It's
gift.
true.
Yeah.
Do Tyler or Jake? They haven't drank it yet.
This is not the one we want them to drink.
I'm
want them to
okay
be
with it.
offended from it.
Doesn't matter to me.
Is it a bad thing if I want to add myself?
No, you
No,
can. You're
you
more than
can.
welcome to.
It's your choice.
Damn.
Next time, answer the question wrong. You get two.
Okay.
That's a goddamn power move. if
Yeah,
I've
it
ever
That is a
seen
power
one.
move, dude. That's BDE.
He said, "I'm just
Big dick
fucking happy
energy.
to be here."
It's HD. Huge.
Huge dick energy.
Huge.
Huge.
It's huge.
I can't wait for Catherine to
Yuck.
hear this. She's gonna fucking hate me.
You know what? Can you tell the? So that's your fiance.
That is my fiance.
Can you tell
yes.
a story about your proposal?
Ooh.
Is that allowed on here?
Oh yeah.
It's like it's
So
not. It's not a weird story.
I was telling it like last night. We have some guests from out of town that are staying with us. Long story short, about a week leading up, pretty much told her we're going on a trip to upstate New York at the Finger Lakes. Pretty much told her, don't expect anything. I'm not going to propose to you. Like, is it, you know, because it was like romantic, you know,
Just to get the
it's,
thought
it's
out of
setting
her.
it up.
I'm
and
not proposing to you, wink.
Definitely not going
pretty much
to.
just trying to throw a hard curveball.
Yeah.
And day before, grabbed the ring, made a couple phone calls, you know, told everybody what was going on, kept it real secret. The only person I actually knew was Jacob because he set me up with a very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
And so,
Not your
anyways,
fiance?
Yeah. He set you up with a very nice guy.
This is where the male
Well, you know, for the
escort.
ring.
This is where the male escort came into play. It was actually a cock ring.
He had to get his rocks off one last time before he gets
Listen,
hooked.
I know some people. Okay?
He's a soldier in the streets.
So, yeah, it was a Thursday. Woke up real early. She's not a morning person for one. Two, I know she wanted it private, so I was like, we got to do it on off time, off day. So bright and early, Thursday.
Thursday.
Took her out on a hike. She was mad the whole way up because all she wanted to do was sleep. And she was like, I don't understand why we had to leave so early. You know, all this stuff. I'm sitting there white knuckling the steering wheel.
I will still strike you.
I was like,
You goddamn bitch.
I'm sure there's a receipt somewhere. Little do you know, I wanted to scream like, there's a fucking ring back here. I'm getting ready to propose to you. Be nice.
This is your time.
Lighten up.
Literally, just knuckles are just, I'm like, I'm good. So anyways, we get there and I'm like, all right, it's all good. Literally, first like quarter mile of the hike, it is like a right angle straight up.
Oh shit.
And she's huffing and puffing, sweating. I'm sitting there like all cheery and shit. And she's like, I don't understand. This is stupid. We could be like at a bar right now and all this. I'm like,
Hell yeah. See, but that's why you're marrying her too, probably.
man. I was like, somebody's testing me. I don't know who. So anyways, we get to the top. Beautiful waterfalls, all this nice stuff. And there's like this like little outlook. So I was like, oh, like, you know, let's walk over here. She's Instagramming, Snapchatting.
Snapchatting.
All right.
We got
Snapchatting.
assless chaps out here.
All right, Dad.
Male stripper.
Guess where the ring is.
Snapchatting it.
So she's doing that. Mood immediately changes. Because, you know, girls, they love the Snapchat.
I thought
I
it
keep
was
focusing on that. And anyway, okay.
I thought the waterfall was
It's
changing it.
intimidating.
The bright colors are something.
First of all, can I say one thing?
Yes.
The wheel's not an actual wheel. It's on a TV screen. I don't know if I was supposed to reveal that.
Sell us out.
In my mind, I was expecting like a wheel and just like adding things.
We're low budget,
But
baby.
Still, it's awesome. So
We have the technology.
We actually bought the Wheel of Fortune. It's spinning here.
So
Lose a
we go
turn.
to this like little outlook, and I had a letter like dedicated to her mom. Unfortunately, I never got to meet her. She passed away before I met Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote like a letter because I asked for permission to her dad, her brothers, and her grandmother. So the letter was like dedicated to, you know, ask her mom for permission, kind of like in honor. And
Just
I was like
super
reading it to
sweet.
her.
Yeah.
So it's like a little square. Of course, she picks a corner where it's like mud. And I'm like, not kneeling in that. I was like, why don't you take the pictures over
Where
here?
are my Levi's?
Why? Why do I gotta take pictures over there? It's the same thing. Take the pictures over there.
God damn it.
You're making this hard.
Do you want to get striked?
You could go missing today. Nobody would know.
He's just holding the box and fucking chucks it.
Separating her from this cliff was a thin fence. So it didn't take much. But I'm going to get to the good part in a second. So after I read the letter, got down one knee, the knee pops, you know. hitting that about 30 years of age, you know, getting old. She says, yes, hug. And then, you know, you're always waiting for, you know, the I love you, the tears, the cry. First words that came out of her mouth. Sorry, honey, but I'm going to say this. How many carats is it?
Oh,
That
that's
fence got real thin. Thinner than what it was. And I was sitting there and I literally say to her, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to hug and kiss me. She was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I just, and she was excited. There was like a lot, because, you know, I definitely
I
threw
feel like
her.
it was like a panic reaction.
It 100% was.
That's when the strike would have been full blast, man. For me, I would have uppercutted her off of that cliff.
It would have been the movie 300 where he's fucking just Spartan kicks it into the tunnel. The circle.
Oh my god! But
flies
like,
down the
literally
waterfall.
after that happened, she like hugged, kissed me. We took like a walk, called her grandmother, and then she like really broke down, started like crying. It like really came out. So
She probably,
like Jimmy said, you know,
It was a late
just
reaction.
it
Yeah.
was just like nerves, scared, like just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Because you know, I told her a couple days before this shit ain't happening. Sorry, and then here it is. And then after that, I mean, the FaceTimes, the phone calls.
Yeah.
All it was
Snapchat.
just
Yep.
her
Snapchats.
phone, and all you heard was like, "Oh my god!" everybody's screaming, cheering, squealing. I'm sitting there just crushing some Millers. I'm like, good job. Yes,
You
good
did
job.
it. You did
I
it
fucking
well.
Thriller
won.
time, baby. Also, guys, we forgot to rate the last beer. So,
shit. Yeah.
Tyler, what's your
we're still
call
number
there,
2.
bud?
Sorry, story time.
It was too bitter for me. I'm gonna go 5.
5 banger. Jim Bam Bimbalam.
I kind of liked the bitterness, but it was a little too much. But I would go a 6. You know, it's something that I would drink more of, but probably wouldn't like buy it every time I saw it.
6
Taylor?
banger.
So, it was good. Nothing great. Would I get it again? Sure, if it was put in front of me. Am I going to seek it out again? Probably not. Call it a 6.
It's exactly how I feel.
I'm following Taylor. Literally took the words out of my mouth.
I'll do a 5. Same reasons.
I think initially it was too bitter, but as I kept drinking it, I kind of got acclimated to that bitterness.
Yeah.
And I actually think it had great flavors.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the flavors were phenomenal.
That's great.
So
flavor time.
I'm so happy for
I'm
you.
actually going to give this an 8.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
You're a bitter guy.
I'm gonna go opposite end of the spectrum. I was not a big fan, but honestly, like it wasn't terrible. I'll give it a 4. And Jakob,
I'm going to go with Coster. I thought the bitterness was a really nice addition to it, and it definitely wasn't offensive. I'm going to give it an 8.
You're fucking offensive. You're bitter.
Well, I can't.
You're upset.
I can't argue with that.
Go with
No,
what you feel.
I'm just kidding. So I thought we had finished ratings. That was my bad jumping into that question. But if you guys want to tell the story after we taste this of how you guys proposed, I think it'd be fun.
Oh, you want to go around and just do it?
Yeah. But do you want to do it after this?
Yeah,
beer,
we
or-
can do that.
All right. Well, who's the cam?
Jim.
Oh, I have the can.
Bimby.
Also, before I start, I just want to say the Catherine that was on the episode is not Taylor's Catherine. That's my Catherine. Just for the record.
You guys can share, relax.
There's a lot of sharing names in this
We
group.
really do. Yeah, it's
Yikes.
kind of scary.
Isn't there two
Sarahs.
Sarah
Two
Wrights?
Sarahs. They'll
Yeah.
both be
Two
Sarah, right?
Catherines.
There's
Yeah.
going to be 2 Sarah Wrights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Things are complicated.
Yeah, my
around
sister and
here.
my wife have the same name.
I
so
know.
that's
She's also the same person.
She's my sister.
There's
You're
2
my sister,
Victoria
you're my
Costers.
sister.
I'm sorry, but you're in the worst category.
I know.
Sorry.
So this one is the Blue Crab from Other Half Brewing Company in Washington, D.C. I looked up the brewery. They actually have, they're spread out along the East Coast. Like, there's one in the Finger Lakes. There's one in Buffalo. Like, they go up the East Coast. But this one is an IPA, an India Pale Ale, for those that don't know.
Thanks for elaborating.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
6.5% ABV. There's 1 pint in this can, so 16 fluid ounces, and a lot of crabs on it. They say that it's inspired by the best thing you can pull from the Chesapeake Bay. So
Shit.
Pollution?
Can I just say, Jimmy and also Jake, I love the way that you guys say pint. You guys say like point.
Point. I say pint.
Pint.
I know you do, Chris. I know you
I like
do.
it.
Well, thank you.
yeah, thanks.
I was waiting for the age-old Chris fart thing that he does all the time.
Oh.
If you touch him, he's like, "Pfft."
Oh.
And I'm like,
Dude, and honestly, you are so good at mouth farts. Like, they sound so real.
The thing is, they're actually all real farts. I act like it's my mouth. I suck air in my asshole. I'm consistently keistering air just for those moments.
That's a hell of a word.
Waiting, pocketing them for the
all
perfect
day, every
moment.
day, he's just pressured up. He's just
Chris
like,
Keister.
I literally shit a gallon of air.
Real quick, you got to tell the story about when you were at Del Tech.
Oh, no.
You have
Listen,
to.
so
I don't know this story.
there was a
know it
point in my
either.
life when I tried college. I wasn't a fan, so I got a different hobby
For those of you at home, it didn't work out.
by choice. Actually, I guess it was by choice, but anyway. So I was in class, and I normally have Mason there, so that's how I get to know people. Is my safety blanket, Mason. So when he's not there, I don't really talk to anyone. So I show up to class late because I'm a piece of shit, and like consistently, like this wasn't just that day, like every day. So I ended up being the person that sat in the back, and I was the only one that sat in the back because it was only one seat and one little table. Everyone else had long tables. So I was already the weird loner, and I'm sitting back there, and this was actually the side note to it. This was actually the time that I had first found the guy that had Heady Topper on Craigslist, and we had allegedly traded beer. Allegedly. So, but I'm in the back of the classroom and I had a sneeze. And that is the worst fucking thing when you have to sneeze and the teacher's teaching. So I'm like, fuck. All right. So I try and hold the pressure in my nose to stop it. You know, I do every method. Fucking hit my head on the desk. Anything I can do to stop the sneeze.
They're all turned around already looking at you.
He's fucking clubbing himself in the chest, just trying to knock the sneeze out of him.
So they're already scared of me. So I go to hold it in, and next thing I know, I go. But it wasn't a fart. It was my mouth, like, against my arm.
Allegedly.
I've never seen a group of people get whiplash at the same time. I should have got up and left.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was bright red, and I said, I'm sorry, that was not real. Whether they believe me, I couldn't tell you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I never heard this story.
You're better. I would have just. No, I would have not said it.
That was his last day in that class, actually.
That's why
I wonder
he
why I
stopped
never
college.
completed
That's
college.
why he dropped out.
No,
I said, yep, this isn't for me. Thanks, guys.
Chris has been trying to repress that memory, but I keep bringing it back up.
I said, Mr. Darrell, thank you for the time. I'm going to see my way out.
Oh my god.
Salutations. And I'm gonna go kill myself.
Allegedly.
But look, I think I'm going to need a drink after that story, guys. Let's get into this.
Roast.
Tyler, me and you the only ones that have degrees. Taylor, do you have a degree?
I thought you said.
Oh, degree?
I thought you said
Do you have
degrees.
the degree?
I have one. Yes.
We're the only smart boys. Or the only idiots.
Excuse me.
I was top of my class.
I have an associate's
They don't
degree.
count. We've been over this.
So-
It doesn't count.
Excuse me.
That is not the degree he was
Yeah.
talking about.
I have the degree.
And Brick's a doctor.
No.
No, he's a master.
Bader.
I knew it was coming.
All right, sorry. I'm into the wheel.
It's funny.
I mean, if you want to
Wait.
volunteer yourself.
So
goddamn.
Chris dropped out. You dropped out too, didn't you?
Well, I'm still going.
I
I'm
mean,
just
Mason
taking
got
a
an
break.
associates, but that's nothing.
Yeah.
Jimmy's stories are ridiculous
I'm
with
always-
him and Shane.
Oh yeah, but I'm always off and on. I'm back in school now, so like
I'm on,
you are?
I'm on a 3-year break. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
To gap
I have
years.
credit still.
I don't like loans, so I pay it all out of pocket. So I take gaps to
Yeah.
save up money. and
You're
then
smart,
Yeah.
because I'm not.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, Jim.
I wasn't doing bad. Like I
I feel
actually
like-
was doing good. I just
Embarrassed yourself beyond salvation.
I mean, I'm not smart by any means, but
He's waiting for him to forget his face.
I'm waiting until they all graduate and die, and then I'll go back.
They put up a plaque of him.
Yep. This kid farted in class. Everyone saw.
I needed that laugh.
Dude, honestly,
That
I laughed myself into a headache.
That was-
Like I literally, I laughed so hard.
that
my head
was such
hurts.
a like pressure in the head laugh because it would not stop. Like, oh, I needed that. That was fucking. There's not many stories I haven't heard about you, Chris, with that
heard
aren't
that one
that
either.
funny.
My
I've
life's
never
a shit
heard that.
show, and there's a lot of good
Yeah,
ones.
no, honestly, that was a good laugh because I feel like all of us just like know everybody's life story because we've all been friends for a decade.
Yes.
Yeah, so when we tell stories on this podcast, we've all heard the story like 70 times.
Yeah,
Most of the time,
so
yeah.
many times.
We just have a new platform to share them again.
So, but it sucks because we can't hear you guys laugh. That's the problem.
That's because they aren't.
You could actually.
they don't do
Our,
that.
our Gmail or our Gmail. Our email is couchaholics302@gmail.com. If you could just send your laugh tracks in, that'd be great. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, send us a live show of you listening to the podcast.
It'd be really creepy to just see a video of people laughing. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
No, it's like that episode of Always Sunny of where it's making Dennis a murderer or whatever. He just sits and stares at the camera for completely still for an hour and a half.
30 years in the force. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, Jimmy, you want to start the rating off, buddy?
Yeah, this tastes like bread to me.
What are you getting? Like
Incorrect.
what are you tasting? I don't.
Like bread.
Pumpernickel? I mean, where are we at?
Just bread.
Yeah, maybe
Just
a
like
nice
plain-
sourdough.
plain what- plain
Just like-
I don't know.
Maybe.
Bread.
Yeah. That's,
Maybe the yeast.
That's got to be what it is.
You should probably switch brands of bread.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe it's like expired bread.
Maybe it's fermented.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Mom, what are these polka dots? Oh, just eat it. Just eat it.
Get your Wheaties.
I actually talked to a kid at work the other day, and he listens to this, so I know he's going to hear this. He's saying, "Oh, if there's mold on the bread, just rip that piece off and eat the
Oh
rest."
god, he's the worst kind of person.
What the fuck?
I can't say I haven't.
I see
done it.
one speck of mold. Trash.
There's still spores all over.
I
the
know.
worst.
I'm
You're that
not
guy?
touching it.
Coster's that guy.
And he's like, He even said you don't need to
Throw it
put
out.
cheese in the fridge if you don't want to. I was like, oh, you're pushing.
That's where
it,
the line
man.
gets drawn.
Well, hold on.
Is this man sick
Hold on.
constantly?
No, his body
He
can
can
take it.
eat a shit ton of food. Like we actually had a taco challenge at work, and it was just him. So really, it's not really a challenge.
How large is
He really
this man?
enjoyed it.
He's
Could
not that
could a
large.
rowboat support him?
I would say a robo could support him.
Two could.
Lucas, I know you're listening. Yeah, he ate 15 Taco Bell tacos in an hour.
Oh
It was
my
pretty
God.
good.
Can we do the,
Chris,
Can
you
we do
have
the
a
Lucas
you have a
challenge?
challenge, man.
We'll call it the Lucas challenge.
We gotta get you
Sounds good.
16 and see if you can beat it.
Okay, I'll do it. Once
Yeah,
we get
let's-
video,
I got 2 Taco 12 packs on deck, brother.
right out in the car. You don't have to put it in the fridge. It's just cheese.
No, they've been fermenting.
All right, Jimmy. Sorry. What's your rating?
You know, I kind of enjoyed it though. I'll go 7. I like this.
You like spread?
Yeah, I
Taylor?
do like bread.
It was good. Wasn't great. I've had better other half beers. I was a little disappointed in this one. Just put it right in the middle at 5. Normally they have like a lot more punch, a lot more kick,
Oh, we're
but
slapping your face.
yeah. But
TGI Fridays.
More strike.
I really like this beer. I do like the bitterness. It's floral, but not overpowering.
Yeah, I get a lot
at
of
the
floral.
same time. I'm gonna go 8. I really like those.
You know what I will say
Solid.
though? This doesn't make me think of crabs when I drink it.
No, not at all.
No, I just get crabs. I'm going 7.
Tell you right
That's it?
now,
Okay.
I could murder a crab cake.
I was never big on those.
Okay.
Pastor?
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, this
Just
beer
quick update.
was nothing special for me. I think I'm gonna follow Tyler here. Tyler.
Tyler
That
hasn't
might be a
gone
wheel.
Yeah, that's a wheel.
That's
That's,
a
fine.
wheel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna follow
I
Taylor
haven't
here.
said shit.
And give it a 5. It's whatever. It's not
right in the
not
middle.
doing anything for me.
Wait, you're putting me on the wheel.
Oh shit! I'll put myself.
You know, that might be a Rochambeau.
Damn, that
Yeah,
was
it's
like
a Rochambeau.
Yeah, do my name
Costa, yeah.
Rochambeau.
that was
yeah.
like a double
Alright.
kill right there.
I love these Rochambeau.
For those that don't know, Rochambeau is rock, paper, scissors.
I want to work out when we do the 1v1 me pussy, and you can challenge anything.
Oh,
A shotgun challenge, anything.
Wait, shotgun anything? Like any like you
Yeah,
want to
if you wanna do a
shotgun like this beer? Do you want to shotgun that?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
What are you asking me?
Honestly, my mind was in so many, I'm just gonna put myself on the wheel again. I'm sorry. my mind was in so many
Everybody
different
was
places.
just staring at you like, what
Yeah.
are you?
It's
what
the
are you
headache I
talking
gave. It's the
about?
headache I gave you. I get it.
You laughed me into
Coma.
It's that 3 hours of sleep
dementia.
delirium.
I gave him a stroke.
my eyes are rolling back in my head.
What's your rating, bud?
It reminded me, the smell of it reminded me of 60 Minute. It's like your standard like run of the mill IPA, which isn't not a bad thing at all. So I'm gonna and I enjoyed it, so I'm gonna give it a 7 as well.
Jake?
yeah. I'm with Taylor and Coster. I'm gonna give it a 5. Had better. Is pretty basic.
Yeah, so I think this is, I kind of agree with Mason. This is like a middle, like not middle of the road. It's like a standard IPA. But there are some IPAs that are so bad that I feel like the standard IPA for me is above a 5. So I'm going with 6.
6 banger.
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're going to wait on the proposal stories, and let's just get into the halftime question. We can start with Mason on this one, just because I want to see you cry. Kidding, it has nothing to do with it.
Are we gonna bring up the best man speech? Because it haunts me every single day of my life.
It's all right. On my second marriage, we can do it over.
I'll do better next time. Yeah, divorce Sarah so you can get married again.
I'll marry her again, obviously, though. Love you, Sarah. You're the love of my life. Halftime question. You suddenly wake up a billionaire. What do you do?
I would call a lawyer.
Yep, that's the correct answer.
The lawyers manage your money? I thought you had to call like a accountant or what's it called?
Well, so if I were to wake up a billionaire, like,
Where did this money
so
come from?
you know that I am disrespectfully to my own self irresponsible with my own money. And so you know that I would be diversifying this money amongst all of you guys immediately. Be like, we never have to work again.
We could just podcast full time.
We can have a podcast episode every day.
Yeah, and then our podcast peaks at like 150 views an episode.
Hell yeah.
But it's okay.
Rogan, we're coming after you, motherfucker.
We're on its tail, baby.
And yeah, so I would immediately probably shit my pants and call a lawyer.
Yeah, you can afford to buy new ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Chris could get shorts.
I could,
I don't have many pairs.
I could actually afford some Lucky Brand jeans. You know,
Lucky
Those shits
you.
are fucking expensive.
I love how when you put the zipper down, it says "Lucky you."
There's no. Most of them
Cracks
don't
me
have
up.
zippers. They're buttons.
Oh, the ones I have were zippers.
Oh,
right? And it
some of
said,
them are
"Lucky
straight
you."
buttons.
Yeah, which I don't like that. I have the
Never
P2.
understood
yeah,
that.
no, that's
What
like
was the purpose behind buttons? It said zippers.
Good
It's
question.
A fashion thing.
I like having one, but not 12. That's
Yeah.
way too much work. My thumbs are sore by that point.
Can you imagine having a small bladder, having the unbutton button?
Right.
12,
Especially after
14
drinking
times.
a lot or a long road trip. Fuck that
Dude,
shit.
I pee so often, like a lot of my shorts, the button is ripped off because I'm just so violent trying to whip that thing out.
Oh my
Right.
god.
And it's also 13
dude,
inches long.
your belt becomes a Rubik's cube at that
Oh my
point. You're
God.
just like,
Yes. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
well, and not necessarily peeing, but if you have like a violent like poop
Shit,
feeling
too,
coming
yeah.
on, you're just like,
Get off, pants.
My pants stay
Oh my
buttoned
God.
and the belt's
That's-
still on. I just slide them down.
That's
you
why.
do the old middle school where you just shit to the fucking ankles.
Well, that's why I always wear those those small clip buttons on the track pants, so I can just rip them off.
Oh yeah.
That's
Forgot
the
about
move.
love
those.
it. I
That's
love
the
it.
move. Well, Jake, what would you do if you were a billionaire?
Knowing my luck, probably die of a heart attack.
Yeah, probably.
That's fair.
Very
I
unfortunate.
mean, yeah.
Is that
the,
truly your answer?
the basic answer is get a fucking money manager and a lawyer. And obviously make sure all my friends or family are stacked.
Fuck
Yeah.
them, dude. I'm running.
However, there's got to be stipulations because you can't just keep coming to me like, "Oh, I burned through that million. I need."
Oh, yeah,
like,
no.
dude, just
like
put
there's got to be
one
some
and done.
kind.
you got to
Yeah.
put it in
Yeah,
a trust
like, I'm
account
gonna-
and make them the trustee.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
make sure that you're okay, but you need to have some responsibility too. I'm not the fucking bank.
And to circle back real quick, I've always had like if I were to win the lottery, I've always had like this idea of like calling all of like your mortgage brokers and being like, "Hey, could I have his account number? I'm trying to pay his money off." And then
that
they're
would not happen.
well, no, and that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's like they would just be like,
No.
"Fuck you."
We
But-
want that interest.
But I would love for you guys
That's
to
true.
just like when your mortgage like is supposed to go out, it just doesn't come out of your account. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And then you call and it's like, oh, it's all paid off. That
And
would
then
be like that would be the sickest
and then it
surprise
actually-
How
ever.
romantic.
And
of
it
you.
actually wasn't, and the house goes foreclosed. And good prank, buddy.
You get an eviction notice on your front door.
It's like, what the fuck? So that's you're good on your answer.
Yeah.
Ty?
First thing I'm doing is buying a house.
Yeah.
I mean,
Goddamn right.
they're
buddy.
so expensive right now. And
Yeah.
You need $1 billion to get
That's
a house.
interesting. Where at? Where would you go?
Good question.
So
Across the street.
We would have to all go together.
yeah, no,
Yes.
wait. We would buy that cul-de-sac.
I was gonna say
that was gonna be my answer.
That was
Sorry,
my
guys.
answer too. Yeah, was
Now I gotta
buy the
think of another
cul-de-sac.
one.
No,
I'm
but
surprised
like,
you guys didn't say it.
Dude, we're I'm telling you, we're going right over the line. Bohemia River in Maryland. We're going on the river so we can dock our boat.
And
We can dock each other.
Our yacht,
and
you
then, and
mean?
then
Our
dock
yacht?
into one
4
another.
for 4.
I'll be honest. I'm not going to fucking Maryland, dude.
Yeah, fuck that
not?
place.
$1 billion. I'm not living in Maryland.
I don't know. Maryland's not bad.
Arizona, all the way, boys. We know.
Absolutely not.
Probably not.
Dude,
I'm
you,
going to Vermont.
you can miss me with that heat, man.
Desert-
You can miss me with
Dude,
that
it feels
shit.
so good.
assuming this money doesn't change me as a person,
It will.
I want
He's
like
gonna
I
get
want to
hair
stay
plugs.
local where I'm living. I like being around all you guys.
I'm
I like
out of
being
here.
around all my friends
I'm
and family.
so out of here.
That's another first buy.
Hair
Calling a
plugs.
doctor for hair plugs immediately.
Just get a toupee. It works.
Yeah.
A tube.
But I also would want to travel around. I want to see the whole U.S., man. I want to go visit every state.
Yep.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
And the funds are just not there right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And they
For
definitely
anyone.
would be.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Jimmy?
Yeah, the cul-de-sac is number one
Mhm.
on the list. It's something we've always wanted.
Well, yeah, Jimmy, can you get into that for a second? Explain the cul-de-sac dream
Oh,
for
yes.
everybody.
Ever since we were children, we always had an idea that if one of us got really rich somehow or one of us won the lottery, anything like
Just
that,
enough to do it.
we would buy and have built a cul-de-sac. We all get a house in the cul-de-sac. And the idea, now that we're older, is less important. We usually used to say we want a house in the middle. That's the party house. But I think now we just want like an open barn Just something big and
A
empty
podcast
that we can do whatever the fuck
studio.
we want.
Yeah,
like
studio.
With a
like
bar.
when we had when we were at your bachelor party, Chris,
Yeah.
and we had that
Oh, yes.
that barn,
The Bussy Barn.
the Bussy barn.
The
That was
Bussy
so
barn.
much fun.
The Wake Up Afraid barn.
Yes.
R.I.P. to that.
But it would
security
be really
deposit.
cool to have a real life Mario Kart track for us to do.
Yeah.
That'd
Oh
be fun.
shit, that would be cool.
It's just dumb shit like that.
Yep.
And that's
That's it.
literally
That's the
all
one.
that I would. And then the rest I would just like invest, save, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Nice, Taylor.
Take care of friends and family first. Make sure everybody's good, and then probably get out of Delaware. Where I would go, don't know. Somewhere warm, beach,
Arizona.
relax, nice land. Buy myself or buy like a little plane.
Oh.
That would be cool.
Fly my friends
Join the
in
Mile
and
High
out.
Club.
Just like a big plot of land, nice house. Yo, Jake, you guys want to come over this weekend? All right.
I'll fly you in.
Yes.
Is it
plane's gonna come get you in 2 hours.
But here, make an investment and
Sorry,
charge them.
Think about the Mile High Club. If you get head in an airplane, is that
That's a
airhead?
Half a mile
Half
club.
mile club.
Okay,
Air
I was thinking
dome.
airhead.
A blumpkin in the sky.
Oh.
Yeah,
A regular
imagine-
blumpkin is bad enough. I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
imagine shitting in your own private plane and getting your dick sucked at the same time.
Oh my
Imagine.
God.
That
It's
is
a game changer for real.
Don't flush the toilet. She's gonna go down with it.
Her face
Wait, what was
gets
that sound
sucked
effect?
in.
Half of our listeners gone. Bye, guys. Remember you fondly.
So yeah, private plane.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a really cool
Just
idea.
for Blumpkins.
Specifically.
It's the meme.
Nothing else matters. after
Guys
that.
only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
This time it is.
It appeals to the male fantasy.
Brick.
Obviously the family, but I'm probably gonna buy a giant fucking beach house in somewhere in Delaware. I don't know if I would leave Delaware, to be honest. But if I have that type of money, I would have houses everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would enjoy to get like a fucking cabin in Montana. To
Oh,
just be
yeah,
like, I need
dude,
to
yeah.
escape.
Dude, I would love
I'll
it.
call Taylor, like, yeah, let me pay for your PJ for a day just so I can fucking go to
Yeah.
Montana real quick.
Private jet for those that don't know.
Or
Yeah.
like up
Taylor,
in
let me get
Maine
them
somewhere.
PJs.
Just
Yeah.
Dude,
It's just close.
I don't. Have you guys ever been to Montana?
No, but
I
it's
wanna go
fucking
so
Never
bad.
been.
beautiful. I want to see
I want
it.
to go. I want to go hunting in Montana.
My dad road trip from like Oregon to PA, and he stopped at Montana, and he was like, "It is the most gorgeous state
Yeah.
I have ever seen in my life." He was like, "I would love to live there."
Steve Ranella, if you're listening to this, please reach out.
No, he is. He's listening. He's listening.
Please.
that man is a
Montana's
American hero.
beautiful.
American
dude.
treasure.
Me and Sarah almost went there for our honeymoon. We thought about
National treasure.
it. Is that all for you, Brick?
yeah, Chris. What's your
I would-
billionaire idea?
First, buy a Camaro. Just because I want one.
Of all cars.
What are you doing with the other 999?
This is just
I'm-
the start of the pipe dream.
I'm with Chris, bro. I would buy an old school Camaro.
Yeah.
Chris rented a Camaro on his honeymoon
Yeah,
for
he did.
his
Oh,
rental car.
Oh, you're talking like a
No,
2022?
I want
No.
both. Old and
like
new.
a 67.
He's
Yeah.
talking
Or Chevy Nova.
He's talking basic edition V6 Camaro.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, but I want an old one too. But I also like Chevy Nova a lot.
I would say
um,
67. Fuck a new one. The new ones fucking suck.
No, I still like them.
For next question, for next podcast, dream car.
So yeah, I would buy that just for funsies. You know, that's just the start of the pipe dream here. Buy the cul-de-sac, 100%. But you guys have
We
to
could
buy
have
your
a
own
cul-de-sac in Montana.
house. Oh, that'd be
Well,
badass.
I was thinking like
That
a
would be
like a
badass.
cul-de-sac in like OBX.
I was thinking a beach too.
Yeah, you guys are fucked
harder.
up. $1 billion. We can have multiple cul-de-sacs.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That is-
This
yeah,
is
that
my.
is
That's
true.
my
Yeah,
turn.
but-
Is like
but
5 houses in different
yeah.
climates.
if we do that, there's more of a chance that you can't hang out with us as much. You'll be away from us.
We're all
We
going.
have a PJ.
We've got a private jet. We'll build an airstrip. We have
That's true.
billions
That's
of
true.
dollars.
All right. I also, everyone says they would quit their job. I would still quit my job.
I would
$1 billion?
absolutely quit my fucking
Dude,
job.
I'd be flipping houses for fun.
Fucking later, nerds.
I'd be
Here's
flipping
what's
houses.
happening. I'm just gonna. Brewery is happening.
Oh, brewery.
Yeah.
Distillery
Yes.
happening.
100%.
Yes.
That's like a constant
Brothel
influx
happening.
of money.
Yeah.
100%. Brothel.
Watch out, Nevada. We're coming.
No, there's
We'll make our own Las Vegas.
The Bussy Bunny Ranch.
I like that.
That's
That's
awesome.
funny. That's funny.
No,
that's pretty much
Montana
it.
house, Vermont house,
Yeah.
Florida, fucking California, unfortunately.
Hey, fuck that place though.
Beautiful state though.
Give me Lake Tahoe,
Yeah.
please.
Beautiful
Yeah,
state.
no, I'll take upstate California all day.
Yeah.
The redwoods, I want to see those.
Oh yeah,
Dude, that's like on the bucket list. I
Thanks, sir.
want to see that shit.
Is that all for you, Coster? Is that the distillery and everything?
Yeah,
That's your big thing. I
that's
like
happening.
that. Yeah, that's that. I should have said that too. That's good.
Too bad you didn't.
Well, we have the next beer out.
So it's called Mini Unicorn. It is a India Pale Ale with citrus, sycamore, mosaic, and amarillo hops.
Nice.
It is from Pipeworks Brewing.
Yeah, yeah.
Very,
like that, don't you?
very colorful. It literally looks like the stickers you get when like girls get like first grade. Rainbows, unicorns, hearts,
Gems.
pizzas,
Or
little hops. I mean, you name it, it's on here.
they're like dollar store stickers.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally.
yeah. And then Pipeworks, it literally looks like pipe wrench, and I don't know what the fuck that is. It's like a pizza flipper thing. I definitely know that's not it, but either way, it's 1 pint, 5%. It has like slots in it. I don't.
Oh,
Is that a piston?
The one's a mixing for a beer.
Oh,
It's a beer
okay.
pack.
that
mixing
makes more
paddle.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the water.
We're just
Yeah,
uncultured.
so-
Yep. Yep. Thank you, Jimmy.
Fucking
Also, I like swirled this twice in my cup, and the head on it just came up immediately.
And also, they are out
from-
of
Oh,
Chicago.
it smells
Chicago,
sweeter.
Illinois.
It does.
When you do that.
Yeah.
They're out of Chirac, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Shy
when I,
City, baby.
Shy City, baby.
when I think of Chicago, I do not think of that can.
Yeah. I got this because it was so interesting. Like,
Wait, what?
I'm
It
getting
has a name
vanilla
on it?
on the nose.
Yeah.
Anybody getting vanilla
yeah,
on
I
the
get
nose?
very sweet.
Label art by Jason Burke.
Oh.
Ink and lead design. Well,
It's like
you
a
know,
floral-
pretty much copy stickers, buddy. But yeah, we give it to you. Shout out.
It's like citrus up front, and then you
Yeah,
get in there.
yeah.
And it's vanilla.
I don't know what I'm smelling, but I like it.
All right, let's do this, boys. Prost.
It smells really
Gross.
good.
Does not taste like it smells.
Whoa, there's a lot of citrus.
I think it does.
Oh
I'm
my
getting vanilla
God.
up front.
I think it tastes exactly what it smells.
Oh, the aftertaste is really good.
I like that.
I wasn't
that
sure how to
beer.
feel, but the aftertaste is fucking
Is it
good.
apple juice?
No.
I'm getting that.
Absolutely not.
It has like a slight sourness to it. I don't know if anyone's getting that.
It like tingles your tongue and your mouth at first, and then
No,
subsides.
Tyler, I know what you mean. I think that's why I thought apple juice.
Yeah.
Do
Wait,
get the vanilla.
This is weird. I don't know. I've never had something like this actually.
I don't know
This-
if I would call this an IPA.
Right. Well,
I don't know. I love this. This
It's
is
like a- it's like
There
a-
is zero
beer.
bitterness for
I was
me.
gonna say it's very
Zero.
light,
None at all.
very
At the end, I get a little
smooth.
bit.
I think
little
after that
crisp.
other one we had that
The
was like super
aftertaste
bitter,
leaves me with
it's
with
gone.
good.
bitterness. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's decent.
This is weird.
All right, Taylor, kick us off.
I'm confused. Like it's an IPA. I want to like it. I
But
don't
is
hate
it?
it. Don't love it. It's like my gut says one thing, but I'm gonna go with a 6.
All right.
All right. Brick, what you got?
I'm kind of in the same thing. I'm like, I don't know, because
Yeah.
like when I read IPA, I'm like, I want like the other ones we had. They had some bitterness. This one's like clean. It's very clean.
Yeah.
Yes. Refreshing.
Which is not a bad thing.
No.
I kind of fuck with this. We've almost put this on the podcast a couple times, but I see the can art. I'm like, what the fuck is that, bro? I'm like, what is this beer? But now that we had it, fucking, I'll throw a 7 out there.
Yeah.
I will get this again. I would look weird at the liquor store getting it, but
Get a 6-pack.
You get a couple people breaking necks, be like, what's that guy
I
buying?
would love someone to say that, and I'll just be like, just fucking try it, and then shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Hey, get out of my face. Do you want to get striked?
Guys, like, do you want?
Striked.
stricken.
Struck.
Standing out there, the picket fence. We want more beer.
More unicorns.
Gotta wind it up.
I'm a 7 too. This was weird. I didn't really know how to feel about this because you get that intense citrus, but it subsides super quick. It's like a mouth tingle too. But I love the fucking back taste. It leaves a great aftertaste in your mouth.
Great
the
crack.
age-old mouth
And-
tingle.
It's clean. I like it. It tingles me. So 7 for me.
It
Coster?
tingles me. My
It
special
shivers
spot.
my timbers.
So for some reason, when I'm thinking about this beer, I'm not thinking IPA. I think someone else said that.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
thinking,
Pilsner.
I'm thinking closer to a pilsner, like a Kolsch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Kolsch.
this.
Yeah, Kolsch.
I like this. I
mean
think I'm
Kolsch?
gonna go.
No, it's a
Kolsch.
I'm
Kolsch.
fucking with you.
Are you though? Okay.
No, technically no, because that's
Yeah,
how I
Brick,
pronounce
you're
it.
on there.
What? No.
Hey.
No, we've been through this before.
What?
We've been
No,
through
it was a
It was
joke.
a joke.
But it was a bad one.
No,
I'm kidding.
it's like a subtle beer. It's like a
You
pilsner.
have to correct yourself, you dumb bitch.
Oh my god.
I hope that comes down to us. I swear to God.
Oh,
I
I'm
will,
beating your ass at Rochambeau.
you will never. Or is it best of one or best of
I'm giving
three?
this a
best
9.
of 3.
I'm giving this a 9.
Sorry.
Whoa.
No, you're good.
Sorry,
No,
Costa.
you're good.
9.
9.
Me and Mason had a
9.
stare down there.
It's a good beer.
So this is gonna be a hot take. This is a beer where I would see it. Honestly, off of the can art, I wouldn't like look at that and be like, I'm gonna buy it.
No shot.
But
yeah. Me
if I
neither.
were to roll the dice and buy a 4-pack of these, I'd be like, yeah, it's an IPA. I'll drink like one of them like each night. This is an IPA where the 4-pack is going down in a
100%.
single
Yeah.
sitting.
Yep.
This is on par with Hammerhead for me.
Really?
I'm gonna
Wow.
give I'm gonna give a
Fuck
10.
yeah.
Are you?
I like this
When you
beer.
said, hot take, I was like, oh, he's gonna rate this terrible. I heard you talking. I'm like, no way, this is happening.
No,
Wow.
that I
That's crazy.
like
That's your
that
jam, huh?
beer.
That's why you
That
gotta
is-
go off the
That's
Is
a
your first
fucking
10?
beer.
No?
No,
He did
Lost Ubiquity was my first 10. Jakob.
Well, I don't know how to
Come out of that. Fuck.
yeah, it like you guys said, it was very clean. The citrus in the front, and then I got a small little bit of bitterness in the back. You know, it was a good IPA. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I had mentioned it already. I tasted like a little bit of sourness, but I liked it. So I'm gonna go 8.
I think the sourness is like it's juicy,
Yeah, I can see that.
and I fuck with it.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, before we started this episode, we were upstairs just shitting on Chris for this can, just shitting on him.
But look at me now.
But I'm glad you put it in there, man. I'm glad you fought for it.
I take
fun.
back everything I said about you upstairs.
Yes.
So that
What'd you
will,
say?
I'll go. I'll go. I was gonna go an 8, but I have to go 9. It's fucking
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
It has a lot of that word that I'm not allowed to say.
So what I was
I
going to
realized
say,
at this point I'm fucked.
yeah.
But sorry.
Yeah.
You should have already known
Sorry,
that.
buddy.
Jimmy
That's
takes a
4
challenge.
spots.
Wait, you know what? There's a silver lining here. Maybe he'll start saying flavor less now.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got to make up for it. Now.
We're
geez.
training him.
What I was gonna say though is it was like my rating with it. I really did like it. If it was actually labeled as a Kolsch or something, I think I would rate it higher because
But it's not. Though.
this throws me off.
What difference does it make? It could be a blank can. How's
Yeah.
the beer taste?
What-
Well,
Yeah.
all right, but then I can do it that way. But we also been rate like imperial stouts and stuff based off their style. So I mean, I just as an IPA, it throws me off a little
the
bit
patent pending stouts
because
can.
that's what you're
Yeah.
expecting, and
Yeah, I
You're
mean, my
drinking
ratings
it.
more go by what it tastes like,
I agree. with
Yeah,
you.
I don't
not what it is.
like. For
I mean,
exa-
I'd still probably be a 7. But,
for example,
yeah.
that one we had from Omnipolo or whatever,
Yeah.
that one stout. If
yeah.
I was rating it as an imperial stout, I would have given it a 10. But I'm going off of the overall
Oh.
beer rating, so I went 9.
I always rate them off their style.
That
But
thing
that's fine.
was disgusting.
I loved it.
That's incorrect.
yeah.
It was great.
Anywho, I want to hear about your stories for your proposals.
oh,
Yeah. I
now
still
you
do
want
wanna hear it,
You
yeah.
want it now?
I want it. I want it.
Oh,
I need it.
Talk to me.
Oh, Rick, that was so
Very
ASMR
seductive.
sexual. I honestly like
I'm
that.
into that.
You want me to go first? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Get into it, baby.
Yeah. So, obviously, like when I make a decision, I think about things, probably overthink about things,
Mhm.
and want to make the most educated decision I possibly can.
Jake, you are the most calculated person I've ever met in my entire life.
I overthink a lot too. It's a blessing and a curse. But yeah, so I had decided that Allie was the one, and if it wasn't her, it wasn't anybody. So I decided to buy the ring. So I told my parents. Their friends have been friends with a jeweler for a long time. So we went up to his place, sat down, picked the ring out. I
Suck
built
him
it.
up.
It was really cool. I built it, like picked the setting, picked the diamond. He put it all together. It was really cool. Really cool experience. Yeah, it was because obviously I was ignorant to the whole thing. But I, as you guys probably know, I can hold a secret forever.
Yep.
I don't
Yes, you
have to.
can.
Yeah.
It's nothing for me to keep anything in. So I had the ring for probably over a month and didn't really know how I was going to propose,
Mhm.
but was like, when the time comes, I'll know it's that time and
Toying with some ideas.
whatever. So in the meantime, a couple of funny things happened. One, we were camping and we were in a canoe and we were on a little canoe trip. and Allie was busting my stones because I had promised her that we were going to go look at rings together. That was my first little thing to throw her off the scent of what I was doing, was telling her that we would go look forever because I don't know what I'm doing. I knew what I was doing. So she's
the
busting,
long con.
She's busted my stones, and I got my hands on the oar, and my knuckles are white because she's like giving me a wrath of shit. And we were supposed to go look at rings, and and we and I'm like, okay, all right, we'll go look at rings.
Throw her overboard.
We'll go look at them, whatever. We weren't going to go look at rings. Nope. I already had it. And then the next time after that, I was in the car with her sister, which she's a twin. So her sister was in the back seat of the truck, and I'm driving, and she's like, and Jake, I'm getting proposed to on this date, and this, and I'm gonna get married before you. And
she planned her whole
and you
proposal.
need to, and I'm, and you're shit at you don't know what you're doing, and and
And
again,
then her boyfriend had
knuckles
white
white on the steering wheel.
Another Sarah. You know what, Sarah?
another strike.
I will
Winding
strike
up.
you. I will strike you.
Yes.
But then in my head, I'm like, yeah, joke's on you, bitch, because I have
Gotcha.
the ring. And I'm going to go.
Joke's on you, bitch.
So similar, she had no idea. I did it on the beach, on the drive on. Told her parents like right before, just so I could ask for permission. We go to the beach. I had this whole thing in my head that I was going to, like, when I hit the knee, I was going to speak and say, like, some sweet, like, you're the only one, and da-da-da-da-da, and whatever. So I hit the knee, and she is, like, staring at me like she has no fucking clue. Well, when we got there, we were going to take a picture. I was like, let's take a picture. It's a beautiful day. And it was a beautiful day. And she's like, really? We're going to take a picture right now? I'm like, yeah, let's go take a picture. So we stand there, and then I turn, and I start talking, and I take out the ring on the knee.
She probably
And
thought you
I'm
were
like,
tying your sandals.
Will you?
Good one-liner. Good one-liner.
Will you marry me? Right? She's staring at me, and she starts backing away from me.
Oh no.
My brain is short-circuiting at this time.
You're smooth
Like,
brain at this point.
I'm like, oh God, I fucked up. Like I was so sure that this is it. I was so sure that this was going to be the best thing ever, and she's backing away from me. I'm like, is that And then she said yes, and she gave me a hug, and then I guess what Taylor said, it came after the shock, because it was a huge shock. Then was the crying and the like
The
you know,
FaceTimes.
I love you, and the FaceTimes and the calls and all
question.
that kind of stuff.
What were the first words she said after she said yes?
How many carats is it?
Was it how many carats is it? Sorry, Catherine.
I don't think so.
Like the
I want to
typical
say
I
she
love
hugged
you
me.
and-
She hugged me, and I was still holding like the ring, and then she like was completely ignoring the ring part, which was really cool.
Don't drop it in sin.
Yeah.
Don't drop it in sin. Don't drop it in sin.
Yeah. And yeah, that was my story. For a second there, I was like, oh, I fucked up.
Dude, that's gotta be a
fucked up.
scary feeling.
Yeah.
I remember you called me and you were like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just in my room. What are you doing? And you were like, oh, I'm just sitting on the beach with my fiance. And I was like, oh, shit, nice dude. It took a second to compute what he said.
Ty, what about you?
Yeah, it's a pretty easy process for me. Sarah's like, "Ooh, look at this ring. I really like it." So I bookmarked that shit.
Oh, that's the best.
I was like, I know which ring I'm buying. I don't even have to look. So I bought the exact ring she wanted. I already knew her size, because it's the same size as my butthole.
All right, Tyler, pick somebody else's name to add to the wheel.
Oh shit.
That was good.
I just imagine him going to the fucking jeweler and just pulling his pants down and spreading them. All right, measure it.
match it.
Fit this.
Shit
Fit
in there.
this.
He's like, just put your finger in here, and then
I'll tell you when to
Yeah,
stop.
give me one of those.
And that size.
you gotta
Am I actually putting someone on the wheel?
you gotta give me a 3-knuckler.
How about
yes.
this? Put my name on there, and I get to choose when the wheel happens if it lands on me.
Oh.
Because I got to see how the rest of the episode goes.
All right.
Well, I don't know.
Put Tyler's
All right,
choice. Tyler's choice, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I had the ring. I bought it. I did a wire transfer to save 10%, believe it or not. I bought off of James Allen. So I actually bought it off of online, which is kind of Risky. Yeah, but it's a reputable
Yep.
company, and they're it's funny. Like the website's like, 25% off for 4th of July sale. 25% off Halloween sale. It's like it's always fucking 25% off. It's never an actual deal.
Yeah.
No.
So, but anyway, I bought the ring, and I had that thing I think saved for 2 months because I was waiting because I knew me and her were going on a trip that we go to every year to the Outer Banks to her parents' beach house, and so we went just me and her. We have this hike we go on every year. It's one of her favorite hikes, and I was like, well, this would be the perfect spot because I know she wanted me to do it just me and her and not like anyone around. So we went out, we went early, did the hike, and it ends on this little beach area. I'm like, I swear to God, if there's a fucking person here, I'm gonna piss my pants. I'm pissed off. But like the thing is, I wasn't nervous, which was cool because I was like, well, I already know we've been together for fucking 7 years
She's not
now.
gonna say no.
Yeah, there's no way. She showed me what ring she wanted. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
anyway, we went out there,
Dead giveaway.
and I'm like, okay.
Dead giveaway.
So I kind of had a plan in my head. I was like, okay, like she brought her camera because she wanted to take pictures because she was into that at the time, bringing her Polaroid and everything. And anyway, I was like, okay, let's try and take a picture of us. And she's like, no, I don't really want to take a picture of myself today. I'm like, fuck no. What am I gonna do? So I'm like, all
You're
right.
going to take a picture and you're going to fucking
look,
like it.
you look great, sweetie. Just do this for me, please.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, well, just take a picture of me. Let me stand here. This is a nice background. So she takes a picture of me. I'm like, shit, I probably should have done it on that one. So I look at the picture. I'm like, no, I don't really like it. Let's do another one. And then, so that one, right as she's about to take a picture, I get down on one knee with the ring out. She takes a picture of it live action. Well,
Nice.
it's not a live photo because it's a fucking Polaroid.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Best you can do.
So literally, she caught the moment in time, but it's just me. She's not in it. So and this is when I was balding, so I kind of hate the picture. You can see my scalp.
We can't really Photoshop a Polaroid, but we'll try.
Yeah. Anyway, she said yes, of course. We're due to get married soon. But the worst thing is I chose the worst spot to take the picture because, like you were saying about the mud, Taylor.
Yeah.
My knee went straight into water. My knee was soaked.
That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, no, it was a good time and is exactly where she wanted it to be and how she wanted it to be. So
Nice.
Coster?
Oh, we're skipping over you?
All right, fine. I'll make mine short and sweet. So I actually was like, you know what? It's time. We moved in together. I was like, this is something I wanted to do, but I wanted to move in first because, weddings are expensive, obviously. And I'd rather come home to my house after being married than do it opposite. That's just how I felt. So I knew what ring she wanted. I was a little upset because I wanted to do the whole process like you guys. I wanted the experience. I wanted to check everything out and pick it out. Didn't get to do that, which is fine. She's super happy with her ring. So I went with it. It was on sale. I said, fuck it, I'm buying it. So I went there, picked it up and everything.
Was
and,
it 25% off?
it might have been.
it's always 25% off.
I like
They
that.
got
too.
you.
I was hoping for a 50, but we'll take what we can get. So immediately after I bought it, I went to Jimmy's.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Or no, that was when I picked it up.
That was when you picked it up.
Yeah. But I told Jake about this because I needed him to hold on to it. I said, you have a good safe. I need you to hold this shit. And I need you to hold the secret.
This was just, we used to do what we're doing for the podcast.
Mhm.
He just called me and was like, let's go to Creston's, build 2 6-packs, and just try them. I was like, done.
Done deal. So I went to go pick him up and I had to say, don't mind the ring that's in here. It's Sarah's proposal ring. And I just put it away.
So, yeah, we're walking towards his truck. We'd been in my house for like a half an hour. We're going to his truck, and he's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. And I was like, what? He was like, there's something in my passenger seat. If you could just, like, put it in the back when you get in.
I was actually trying to propose it to him. It just didn't work.
He didn't get the
anyway,
hint.
I originally had told Jake, too, because we were going to be going to a camping trip. And I was like, I'm going to propose right in front of, like, a waterfall and everything. Like, it would be beautiful, great scenery. And we searched up the place we were going. It was fucking flatland with no waterfalls. I was like,
terrible.
I can't do it. I said, what do I do? What do I do? I have the fucking ring and everything. And I was like, let's just switch it up. So I picked her favorite winery, called them, booked the whole tasting room. And then I set up a whole like elaborate little rose petal walkway, little photos and everything.
It was beautiful.
Did what I could. And then I had
Very
everyone
nice.
else hide in a barn separate and come in after.
We were at another one.
However, her fucking mom FaceTimes her on accident while we're on the way.
I forgot.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
And-
about that.
Jesus God.
I had to do
Christ.
quick thinking, and Sarah's like, "Oh, she must be in the barn because they got an alpaca farm. Thank God." So she saw hay on the ground, and I was like, "Oh, let me see." And I hit the end button on accident. It's like, oh, well, on purpose. But I was like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry." And she's like, oh, I'll call her back. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Knowing her mom's not going to answer, obviously. She almost fucked the whole thing
The whole
up.
shebang.
Man.
I was like, no, we're too close. So I also knew people. I think Jake thought I was crazy at the time. I knew Sarah would be checking my pockets always. Like she always does that shit. So I gave it to Jake to hold. He's like, just hold it. I said, no, trust me. And I told her we had a special date night plan. Like we had a little dinner thing that they had going on there. We wanted to take her and Allie and Jake and me. We get there. After I proposed, she said, yeah, I was checking your pockets. I had a feeling, she said, but then I had no idea because I didn't feel anything. I said, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
You snake.
She pats you down all the time.
Got her.
But she said no, so I asked 3 more times.
Chris, I gotta say that you did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
It was fantastic. You had
I was fucking
you had all of us
nervous.
on standby. You were
Yeah.
like, Jimmy, I'm going to call you when it's done, and then he calls Mason, but it's cool.
Well, because I had to tell him because he was coming from somewhere else. But anywho, Costa, what you got?
Yeah, so my story is very similar to Jake's. I also proposed to Al. No, I'm just kidding. I like custom made my ring. It was honestly a great experience because custom making it. Most of the like time I put into it was I already knew what she wanted for the diamond. I already knew what kind of cut she wanted, all that stuff. But the setting, that's like it's not something most girls would be like, oh, this is what I want the exact ring to look like. So I got to like custom make that. That was awesome. I asked her parents, but this was like the height of COVID. So like
You asked them through Zoom.
no, I actually made them come over
Okay.
and I was like, hey, I'm going to do this. Do I have your blessing? They were like, of course, you've been with our daughter for a millennia. You can absolutely do that. And
How
then
long were you guys together before you proposed?
10, 11 years?
I think it was 11. If I
Yeah.
remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just add? I did ask for permission from my parents too. I didn't add that. Sorry, I did.
Yeah, and Coster and also
They were
Jake,
with you.
Jake and Allie,
Oh, yeah.
Coster and Victoria were high school sweetheart.
Sweethearts.
High school sweethearts.
All right, I'm
baby.
going on. They were high
sweethearts.
school sweethearts, and Jacob and Allie were kind of also as well.
Yeah.
And then they
For a
found
little- yeah.
found each other again later in life.
They dated. They broke up. I took her to junior
There was a
prom,
nipple
you know.
bleed in the middle.
A lot of shit happened in between.
Yeah, there was
I realized I fucked up.
Come back, baby, come back.
I said it too.
But yeah, so like the night before, I was like, hey, we want to do some family photos because my sister's going to be graduating, blah blah blah. So we're doing all this like pretending that it's like for my sister's like pictures. Like we went to Bellevue Park and Victoria spent the night before, and I was like, all right, we're gonna do this, blah blah. She was like, yeah, when do you think we're gonna get engaged? And I was like,
On the day.
yeah, the night
I
before.
always
Oh
hate
my
that.
The night before.
no
Here-
fucking
here's the
clue. I
thing.
don't know.
The night
Yeah.
before, and I like the lights were off, and I'm just laying in bed. I'm just like,
She's
oh
on,
no,
she's on it.
Oh, no. So I was just like, probably never. I don't know if I want to get
That's
married.
just Victoria. She said
No,
that
yeah.
for years, like every day.
I mean, 11 years. What the fuck am I
Yeah,
doing?
so anyway, do you want to have sex?
So yeah, the next day we're like taking pictures, and I find like the perfect spot in the park, on like gazebo, and I hide the ring before. Like she's walking like ahead with my sister and my mom.
That's
And
ballsy.
I go with my brother and I hide the ring like around a corner. I was in eye shot. It was not. I was not leaving.
Also,
Someone would have died.
It's
Someone would
also
have died
Victoria
that
that we're talking about. She wouldn't have noticed.
No, I'm talking about somebody stealing
Yeah.
it as well.
day. No, it was the same thing as Chris. Victoria would have seen a giant fucking box in my
Yeah.
pocket, and be like, "I got you, motherfucker."
You son of a bitch! I knew you'd do it.
And then I hold her hands, and I'm not a very like PDA like type of person, so she was like, "What are you doing?" Because like, she's like all about it, but she's like,
Fucking
"What are you
weirdo.
doing?" And I'm just like, "Hey, I love you. We've been together for so long." And she's already like, "What the fuck is happening? Like,
She's
what's
like, "I'm
happening right
leaving."
now?"
Blue screen.
The whole like backing away thing, like she was like trying to let go of my hands. She was like, "What are you dying? Like, what are you doing?"
I have cancer.
And then I turn around, grab the box, get on one knee, and she's already sobbing. And she says, "No, honey." And I'm just like, "Wait, no?"
I'll put it back.
You asked yesterday.
And my mom like videotaped the whole thing, and you can hear me go, "Wait, so no?"
I'm confused.
And then she just like she sobs. She's like, "No, yes," and then Yeah, the rest is history.
Men are such simple creatures,
Yeah,
dude.
seriously.
Like, wait, hold on, no.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it
Assuming we're gonna get a perfectly clear answer without any like
Yeah,
emotional response
Yeah.
from
Hopefully
them.
they accept
but-
returns.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean that's my story. So
I'm so enamored with you
Yes.
guys, with your love for your ladies.
Well, you know
it's,
what?
It's beautiful.
Let's cheers to that love.
yeah.
yeah,
So we have the Cohen Head from Zero Gravity Brewing. It's an IPA, obviously. They're out of, where is it? Burlington, Vermont, not the Coat Factory.
Of course not.
We're sitting at 5.7, and we actually have IBU on this bad boy. 49. I was looking into their website, and a good amount of their beers, I'm not 100% on all of them, every portion actually goes to cleaning Vermont and taking care of the wildlife and trees and all that shit to
Love
help
it.
keep Vermont.
I love
And
that
we
shit.
love that
I've
shit.
been to this brewery. Phenomenal brewery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great brewery.
Because I don't know about that. Like on this can it says keep Vermont green, recycle. But a couple of the other ones they donate to cleaning forests and making sure wildlife doesn't get affected at all. Pretty cool website. This can is sick. It's all blue. Their logo is awesome. It's like
Yeah,
a
no.
hummingbird.
That's my favorite can of the
This
day.
is so clean. Like it's just clean.
That's your tattoo can.
Yeah.
I would get this
Some blue
tattooed on me
cans.
without the cone.
Goddamn
That'd be
right.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hop into it.
The smell.
All right.
We can
Prost.
cheers first.
Prost, gentlemen.
The smell. I get sushi. I don't know why. Like if you do like the bunny sniffs and spin
It's
it.
the salad that Jake had before this.
Yeah. I'm actually smelling his breath.
Wait, I
So
weirdly agree.
yeah, and I also can kind of get goldfish, like pizza goldfish.
That is
Yeah, that's what
clean.
I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm getting between those two scents.
Honestly, Chris, I wasn't believing you on the sushi smell at first, but now I'm getting it.
You're picking it up,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
You gotta like spin it and
it's tracking.
like
It tracks.
I don't know if it's the rice, the seaweed. I don't know what part of the sushi,
The-
but I'm smelling something.
The back taste is very interesting.
It's way better than I thought it was gonna be.
It's like
It is so smooth.
Actually, yes.
Pipe.
That's not that smooth down that way.
yeah. The back taste is weird.
Hear me out. Hear me out a
All
little
right, let me
bit.
hear it. Let me hear it.
All right, let me hear it.
Because you're getting sushi.
Yeah.
What's the Japanese beer?
Sake.
Sapporo.
Sapporo. That maybe a little bit. That's what you're getting. Since we always
maybe
have we have
it's a conscious.
we
yeah.
have a Sapporo usually when we're eating sushi.
Maybe
That is
that
true. Every
is-
time I have sushi, I have if I'm at a sushi restaurant.
Well, just shout out to Sapporo real quick. Their cans are just
Indestructible.
fucking. They're cool as shit.
And large.
Yeah, they are very big.
CJ cannot crush it on his forehead.
Yeah,
He's tried.
He tried.
you could try.
This is damn good.
Taylor's a god. He was like, "Is Sapporo a Pilsner?" He's like, "Let me see that can." It's brewed with Pilsner malts.
That's it. It's
Oh.
malts. Malts in the back taste is what I'm getting.
Yeah. So it says all Citra hopped IPA brewed with Pilsner malt and American
Maybe
wheat.
it is that then.
Pours a beautiful golden
That's what I was
haze
thinking.
and is bright and juicy
That's what it
on
reminded
the
me
palate.
of. It's different, but that's what I got.
I fucking love this. I really do like this. Is this one you brought this, Costa, right?
No,
Oh,
Taylor.
you brought
Taylor.
it? Where'd you get it at?
So
Up by you?
No. My sister and her friend came into town this weekend to stay at my house, and he brought it. They're from the Albany, New York area,
Oh fuck! So this is gonna be.
and
Yeah.
but he said it was one of his favorites. He brought it down, and
It's unique.
Shit, dude.
Cool.
I'm going 9 banger. I fucking love this.
I'm a 7. I do really like it. I love how it coats your mouth. Like I feel like it's not thick, but it like I don't know, it coats it somehow. It's pretty cool.
It's also sick. Their bar label is in the shape of Vermont.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
The barcode.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
But yeah, 7. It's not bad. It's above average. I drink it
Yeah.
again. It's not my favorite. I still like the top one of the day, the Cambridge, Maryland one. So, Custer.
I'm going with a 9 too. I think that the like Pilsner inspired IPAs are something that I really dig. I'm realizing that as of late. I think they're great. It's just like a smooth drinker, but it still has that hoppy flavor that we know and love in IPAs. So, yeah, 9.
This was a very good beer. I'm also going to give a 9. It was clean throughout, like the front notes, like tasting notes, like front and back, super enjoyable. Not as good as the most previous one, the Mini Unicorn, which was my fave, but a very good beer. 9.
Jake.
Yeah, I'm right with Coster. Doing this with you guys, I've very quickly learned that the Pilsners that are hopped or the IPAs with the Pilsner malts added, it's
your life.
That's some good shit.
It's closer to home with the Miller Lights.
It is. I mean, it gives it that IPA, but with the smoothness of a Pilsner.
Yep.
It's like the perfect combo. I'm also going to give this one a 9.
I wasn't that big a fan of it compared to you guys. I thought it was like an okay IPA, so I'll give it a 5.
I feel like to me it's kind of like the Lost Ubiquity but backwards. Like it's like on this one I get the IPA up front and in the back is the Pilsner.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Where I feel like the Lost Ubiquity is the other way around.
Yeah.
I think I like this more, so I have to give it a 10.
Wow.
Like, this is fucking awesome.
Big one.
That's your Rushmore, dude.
And Taylor, the man of the hour.
Have fun following that up.
Jimmy, I mean, took the words right out of my mouth. The new like wave with the IPA, the Pilsner, that little collab, crisp, clean.
Yes.
Going back to the First State interview, the brew, Glendenny.
Yeah.
He was stating that with a Pilsner, it's so clean. You know, you taste everything. You can't hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like you get like a little more like oomph, like a little more crisp, cleaner. It's 9.
Nice.
Yep.
Great flavors, easy. Definitely slam 6 of them.
Sweet.
Feel
So-
great.
I held off on pouring the last one because
Hold on.
Hey.
Can we play like the Halo music in the background?
Hey, guys, we did it. We got our hands on
I don't know. I think we just fucking nailed that.
I mean,
Are we gonna get a copyright strike?
Are we going to get striked?
We'll find out.
it. All right, Costa.
I'm literally getting goosebumps. I'm getting fucking goosebumps.
The Holy Grail.
Beer.
Do it.
Ave Maria.
Boys, this is an honor, I must say.
He killed that. The Heady Topper, baby. It's
We got
here.
our hands on it.
But Mason, real quick, while he pours this golden glory, can you spin the wheel for the last pop quiz?
Of course.
I can't believe we found it.
Ty, did you need to shout out your buddy for getting this for us?
I did, but I was gonna let Chris introduce the beer first.
Costa, you
no, it's Taylor.
Wow, that thing-
Taylor yet again.
We can go with it. You want to do another?
Sure.
All right.
Give him a hard one.
And Harry Potter.
This one's hard. And Harry Peter, the sexual spinoff.
Sexual
So
That's a good one.
pirates believe that having a calico, which is a 3-colored cat, on board of the ship brings bad luck. True or false?
True.
False.
I was going to say
Shit.
false.
On the
as well.
contrary, a pirate ship would never sail without a calico cat on board, as they are supposed to bring good luck.
And they eat the mice. That's why. If any mice stow away.
Just a little tidbit
Nice.
if you didn't know that. So while he is pouring this, I'm so fucking excited for the Heady Topper. I haven't had it in 8 years. I don't know, somewhere around there.
The rest of
Big,
us.
big range.
That doesn't add up, allegedly. So we actually got this. Seth, Tyler's friend, actually got this for us.
Yeah,
nice
so
enough. He listens.
I went to his place to go pick it up, and we actually hung out for a couple hours afterwards, just talking and drinking beers. And he was saying that he had listened to the podcast, and his cousin or someone in his family had gone to Vermont and was like, "Hey, I'm stopping at this brewery. Do you want anything? They have this cool beer." And then he recognized the name because he listened to the podcast.
Thank
He's like,
God.
That's
"Get me a
sick.
case of this."
That is sick.
Dude, and the fact that they actually got it, it makes me so happy.
Shout out, Seth.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Seth.
Yeah,
And Seth was
thank
nice
you.
enough to give us 2, so we have
Yes.
another one to drink after because it says you're supposed to drink it out of the can, and that's not what we're doing.
So,
So
we're gonna
Seth,
feel after.
one more time, Seth. One more time, Seth. Thank you.
I swear to God, this better be good.
So
It's got to live up to the hype.
Yeah.
I'm gonna describe the can really, really quick, even though you should probably already know what this is if you like beer. This is obviously the Heady Topper by the Alchemist from Vermont, 8% in a pint. It has a guy drinking what I would assume is the Heady Topper, and the top of his head is shooting out because it's that good with a bunch of hops and smoke.
Nice.
I could read you the back, but I really want to just fucking drink.
Yeah,
I wanna
let's
drink
do
it.
that.
Honestly, the nose is just hops on top of hops on, and
Damn.
I do
wow.
get the a little smokiness to it as
Yeah.
well.
It's hoppy.
I hope it's as good as I
dankness.
remember.
I'm so glad that you're here to experience this with us.
Wow.
You got lucky on
Like I
this
said, dude, fucking honor.
one. Well,
All right.
this is it. The moment
Prost.
we've all been
Do
waiting
it.
for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's as good as I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Whoa. So
That is a juicy fucking beer.
I looked on Untapped. There's 100 IBUs, but it does not seem like 100
The other one
IBUs.
was way more bitter.
Yeah.
I saw Mason's reaction to this. This drinks like a Miller Lite, but it's fucking 8%. It's technically a double IPA.
I just think the juice flavor
Yeah.
is so intense. I love that.
I was trying my best going into this to not get like too inflated on it, but it's fucking
I
good,
wanted to
dude.
see if it lived up to the hype.
It's there.
I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it's a damn good IPA.
It's good.
I guess I start off the rating. One more sip.
You're starting off, bud. You can't eat your words now. What you giving it?
I want to do a 10.
Are you
I
doing
want to do a 10.
Do it.
I
He's
like
doing a
this
10.
a lot, dude. For an 8%er and how much flavor you're getting, it's so good. Cooster?
I'm gonna give it a 10 as well.
This is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
The hops are not overpowering. I mean,
No.
it
It just adds so much flavor to it.
because this is my
There's
first time trying it. I've never had it. I thought that it was gonna be either way too bitter, or I guess from the like description, I thought it was gonna be super smoky. I do get both of those flavors, but I don't. It's not overpowering either way. It's well balanced. Honestly, this is a solid IPA. Probably one of the best I've had. Top 3.
Okay, before we continue, I do want to read this if you guys are cool with it. It actually says a lot about the beer.
Here we go. Don't
Yeah,
fuck up.
Just cut me off. That's fine. That's okay.
Well, you didn't even start talking, so he didn't cut you off. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. It says Heady
Take a
Topper.
smoke. Sit back.
Yeah. Puff up. On it,
Puff up.
Puff up. All right. It says Heady Topper, trademark, is an American double Indian pale ale. This beer is not intended to be the biggest or the most bitter. It is meant to give you wave after wave of hoppy goodness on your palate, which I think they fucking did. Tremendous amounts of American hops will creep up on you and leave you with a dense, hoppy finish in your mouth. So drinkable, it's scary. Sometimes I wish I could crawl right into the can. This is not me saying this. That was on the
want to
can.
bathe in it.
Freshness and control have always been my main concern when it comes to our beer. We are committed to providing you with an unfiltered and unpasteurized hop experience. Why do I recommend that you drink it from the can? Quite simply, to ensure a delightful hop experience, the act of pouring it in a glass smells nice, but it releases the essential hop aromas that we have worked so hard to retain. That's why they don't want us to do it. If you must pour it into a glass,
Don't split it up into 8 plastic cups.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's like, fuck. You may find that some of the hop resins have settled to the bottom. Leave them in the can while pouring. This beer is perishable and at its best when it is young, fresh, and hazy. Keep it cold, but not ice cold. We added that to the middle cup. So,
Good to know.
all right, Mason, go ahead.
It was very good beer. I'm not gonna go 10, but it was. I'm just gonna be honest. The hype is real. There's a
Something
reason why people hold this beer in high regard. I'm gonna give it a 9 banger.
With your reaction when you first tried it,
Yeah, I thought
I
it
was
was going
not
5,
expecting you
yeah.
to go that.
I thought it was overhyped at first, and like the first sip, I was like, this ain't shit. And then as I kept drinking it, I was like, all right.
It's the
Yeah.
waves.
It's-
It's the waves they were talking about.
I think I just wanted to be the antagonist and be like, I wanted to hate this
You
beer,
can't be the villain in my life.
but I just can't. They know what they're doing.
Jake?
Yeah, so obviously, as we know, this beer is hyped to the max,
It
dude.
is.
If you fucking Google what the best beer is, the best craft beer, this is the one that hits everybody's list.
Can you search it? I'm curious, actually, what it says.
So there was that, right? So I wanted to come into this open and try to forget that, but at the same time, there's that thing where because you can't get it all the time, like you think it's even better,
Yeah.
right? Because you can't just go and get it anyway. And it's like I forget what what it's called when that happens, when the supply is very low and you can't get it,
Supply and demand.
and then you want it,
No.
and then so it makes you want it that
Yeah,
much
yeah.
more because you can't
can't
get
have it. Yeah.
can't have it. But then after tasting it, and like Mason, I kind of wanted to be the antagonist. too.
I know.
Growing up, I always liked the villains in movies and shit. It was just kind of
Wanted
like,
to be the
I wanted
anti-hero,
to be
man.
that guy.
Wanted to be the
Yeah.
asshole.
So
Okay.
so I wanted to hate it, and I can't. I literally can't,
it's
dude.
good.
Like you said, the juiciness and the hoppiness at the same time. I don't like how in the fuck did they do
Yeah.
that? And like Tyler said, he wanted his 10 to be something he's never experienced before.
Mhm.
This is a beer that I've never experienced this kind of taste before. You know, it's an IPA. Like it's very, straightforward. This is an IPA, but the way it's so juicy and so hoppy,
And smacks you in the face
and
with it.
it's a 10.
Hell
they
yeah,
they
baby.
fucking nailed it.
Oh
Dude.
yeah.
Like,
So before I cut Ty off, I Googled it because Mason was terrible at Googling.
Excuse me.
That's not what I asked you to Google, but it's all right.
I'm
Mason.
looking
What,
at
what did you want me to Google?
I'm on Beer
Top beers.
Advocate.
Yeah, I just looked it up too.
Top rated beers, IPA, Imperial. Heady Topper is number one with
Wow.
almost with 15,000 ratings.
yeah.
God damn, that's a
Wow.
lot.
It's the number 6 of all beers.
Oh,
And the
well,
number
yeah.
1 IPA.
I guess this article I have up is outdated because it said it was 5th highest rated out a beer overall.
Yeah.
But
Like I said, it doesn't matter. When you Google the best IPA or best beer, it's going to be in the list.
It's in
Yeah,
there,
It's there.
it's always subjective to like. I mean, it's always going to be
Yeah.
what you like.
I also
To a certain degree.
double check this isn't because I know Beer Advocate can go into states by states. Number 2 is from California, so this is taking encompass of the United States, not even.
Not even just Vermont.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ty?
Yeah, I'm actually with what Mason said. At first, when I tried it, I was like, okay, this is a good IPA. But the more I drank it, the more I'm like, this is good.
Mm.
I crave it.
Oh my god.
I want it flowing through my veins.
This is who I want to become.
Mainline it, inject that shit.
But I'm not giving my 10 yet, guys. This is gonna be a 9.
Okay.
Jeez.
I respect it. I respect it. Jimmy Jambalamba.
Yeah, I have it pulled up on Beer Advocate. Show all countries. Number 6 of every beer. Number 1 IPA.
In all countries. Wow.
All countries. So that's
some shit.
worldwide, baby, on the Beer Advocate.
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
My initial first sip, I was like, I don't know if I like this. But as everyone has said, the more you drink it,
Mhm.
it's like the flavor is evolving.
Oh, there it is!
I said it.
Woo!
For
I was
the-
waiting.
I did. I was sitting here quiet because I was
Yeah.
like, "Am I gonna say it?" And I was like, "This beer, I
Fuck it.
have to say it."
'Cause it's
So
all
I was
about
like,
flavor.
Throw it on 4 times. I did it. It was a conscious decision.
Jimmy wants that cup. Fuck you, Jimmy. Put my name on there 6 times.
It was a conscious decision that I made, and
Made
I
me
was like,
happy.
"I'm gonna say it." And so I wasn't gonna make a big deal, but I'm glad everyone cheered. It's like it evolves in your mouth as you're drinking it. It's
Yeah.
like the more you drink it, it changes,
Yeah.
and it's just weird to me. I'll go 9. I won't go to a 10. But it did live up to the hype.
Taylor, how do you feel?
So, like everybody said, it evolved. Ton of hype. You take your first sip. Like Jimmy said, you weren't too sure. Then it evolved. You drink more, and then you want more and more.
It's the heroin in it.
Yeah.
The hair
That's
on.
the secret.
So,
Why didn't I think of that?
I have a beer that I absolutely love. It's from Single Cut. It's called Weird and Gilly. It's in New York. That is my 10.
Okay.
That was
Is it? You said it was IPA.
It's an IPA, and that was like my idea. This is every bit of a 10.
Oh,
There it is.
shit.
I don't want it. I didn't want to give it a 10. I
Mhm.
everybody said, you wanted to hate it. You wanted to shit on it because there's so much hype. It's there. It's like Tom Brady.
I was gonna say
the Tom Brady of
You
IPAs.
want to hate him, but
It's the goat.
he's there every year.
Always.
The beer is there,
Yeah.
no matter what you do.
But that
It's
makes
there.
it better, right? Like we go into it wanting to
yes.
like be like, hey, let's temper our expectations. Then it meets it, and that makes it all the better for it.
Now that I had it,
You
I
need
respect
more.
it.
Yeah. It also
I respect the heady top.
Yeah.
before I interrupt Brick, it also it's like the Zac Efron beer too. If you could consider it because he told a story about him meeting Seth Rogen for the first time, and he looked up to him. And when he met him, he was like, "Oh, Seth Rogen, like, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And like turned away, went to leave.
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, hold on. Like, you want to do a shot?" And he's like, "Fuck." And he's like, "What? Did I say something? Like, what's up?" He said, "I wanted to fucking hate you, and now you're just a really nice guy." He said, "I really wanted to fucking hate you. You got it all. You got the good looks. You can do this,
Yeah.
and you're just a fucking good guy now." I thought that was too funny. So it's a Zac Efron beer.
Yeah.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
It was good. I was literally preparing to put your name on the wheel.
I needed time.
It came together.
Yeah.
No, that
Yeah.
made sense.
So go ahead, Brick. Sorry.
This thing lived up to its name. I'm also like into Beer Advocate right now, and I'm on the top 250 rated beers, no matter the category.
Mhm.
And it goes 1 stout, 2 stout, 3 stout, 4 stout, 5 stout, and then Heady Topper at 6 as
That's
an IPA.
crazy. The
Wow.
stouts
I'm
are
surprised
better.
stouts
Yeah.
are really up there like that.
There's a lot. I scrolled and it's mostly stouts.
I think there's more wiggle room when it comes to malts than there is with hops.
Yeah.
But this thing fucking slaps. I really want to try this out of the can, see if it changes at all.
We'll have to.
I'm gonna go 10. I can fucking
Fuck
pound.
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking destroy myself, but I'll fucking. This is the highest rated beer we've ever had.
That's, that is certified.
I can tell you straight
Holy
up.
cocks.
I will
don't think we'll
destroy
ever beat
myself
this.
for this
No.
beer.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Focal Banger? It's
That sounds familiar. It's from them, yeah.
It's from the Alchemist too. I heard that's a pretty
Yeah, those are the two
reputable
that are
brand.
always together.
Yeah,
right? Because Dave at work, he told me that we wouldn't like this, and we would like that even better.
So get that
So,
out here.
so we need to get that.
I'll get it in August.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this going to be an 11? The Focal Banger?
Yeah,
We're gonna break the
Could
system
be.
scale.
It's like a
Fucking
thermometer
awesome.
breaking at the top. It's out of control.
Maybe if we ever give it like 10s all around, we got to do something. I don't know what, but
Like
we
take
have
off all our clothes or something.
Yeah, make out.
No.
That's when the mill stripper comes out.
Yeah.
Save that for video. Save it.
You're right. Save the content. Oh shit. Well, Mason, you want to go through the marks for the day?
Well, it's back to the Mason hour instead of the Burger hour, which I shit on him a lot. You did just fine.
You derailed him a lot too last
Just
night.
fine.
To be fair.
I was trying to throw you off with my chirps the entire time, but
Yeah. Because I came up with things you could never think of.
His mind is special.
factually inaccurate.
Oh,
but all right.
Rochambeau?
You didn't think of that.
Let's
True.
fucking
Hurry this up because I want
Let's
to
just
crack
throw
the Heady
one-
topper.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do this very calmly, smoothly.
Just one.
Why am
quickly.
I naming that?
Because you said Rochambeau, so we're
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
It's a good.
I
middle
really
top.
hope it fucking lands on us, and I'm gonna
All right.
destroy you.
And then choose to drink it because that's probably delicious.
I was going to say, wait, do we give this a rating too?
You can.
Yeah,
you
you
can.
want.
This one deserves it
Well, when we drink it, you know we chug her down.
because it
Yeah.
sucks.
Chug her down.
Okay.
Got a sucker
I am.
down.
Whoever gets this, I'm trying it.
brother.
Hopefully, it is just
I
me.
want to sip too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pass the whole.
I'll tell you what. If this is the first time it goes to me, I'm not letting anybody try it.
I will be so upset. I will drink it before you get
little
it.
bitch.
I have it right here. Now you're the villain. Now you're the villain.
Mason time.
Rating time. You don't have to listen. You can fast forward or go get a beer.
I like it.
I still haven't
I
come
like
up
it.
with
I
a
like
second
it.
verse yet, but I'll write that
Pending.
out. So I'm just gonna say right now, for any brewers that listen to this podcast,
No, all the brewers will listen.
do not like take offense to like coming up short in this podcast, because every single beer is a 6 or higher average.
It's a slap banger.
I guess we're IPA boys. That's just how it is. So at the bottom of the order, we have the Mispillion River Brewing out of Milford, Delaware. Local boys. The Dank Lord with He Who Shall Not Be Named.
My bad that I named him.
Yeah, how dare you?
Sorry,
the Dank
why do we not
Lord.
say Voldemort?
How could you?
You're going on the wheel. Just kidding. All right. So that was the Dank Lord New England IPA. Came out with a 6.0 flat from the gentleman.
We've upgraded.
Yeah. That is last place, but still with a solid 6. Still very solid New England style IPA. Number 2, which is 5th place, Other Half Brewing Company out of Washington, D.C., the Blue Crab Standard India Pale Ale, came out with a 6.25. 4th place, Pipeworks Brewing Company, Mini Unicorn, which was my 10 of the day, which I honestly, I feel a little bit disrespected that this is in 4th place, but also at the same time, it's still got very high marks. It came out with a 7.88, which makes this certified poundable. Knocked over an empty Skriller.
It was worth it.
7.88 from the boys. And getting into the top of the order, in 3rd place, we have the Zero Gravity Conehead Standard IPA. Came out with an 8.38 from the boys, making it, again, certified poundable. And 2nd place, we have Raw Brewing Lumbersexual, the first one of the day, which honestly I thought this started off with super high marks. I thought this was going to be the number one of the day, but it came out with an average 8.75 from the boys, making it certified poundable.
This fucking TV is gonna fall through.
It's all right. I bought this TV for like $200.
It's a rental.
It's fine. And so at the top of the day, at the end of the order, you guys already know what it is. From the Alchemist Brewing Company, the one and only, the fabled Heady Topper,
The legend.
with the highest rated beer from the boys ever so far on this podcast. Episode 15, mark
Probably
the day.
we'll hold that for a long
this
time.
like it's really gonna be hard to beat this. We're gonna need a lot of people to give it a 10. It came out with a 9.63
Holy shit.
Wow.
from the boys,
Holy shit.
God damn.
making it the most certified poundable beer we have ever had. Sorry, Lost Ubiquity, Clendenning, we love you.
Wait, I think was Lost Ubiquity higher?
No. If
No,
so
I
we go
thought-
back and change that shit.
Oh shit.
No, I don't think so.
I
'cause
will eat words for that.
Yeah, I will fucking...
I will eat my words. I'll add my name to the wheel.
There might have been 8s in there,
Yeah, there were.
so I don't know how it could possibly,
Physically.
unless there were more 10s.
What do we give
Lost
it?
Ubiquity
9.63.
9.63. Oh my god. it was
No.
the
same
shit.
I knew it was up there.
Never mind
I'll eat
Clendenning.
my words. Sorry,
I'm
Clendenning.
adding myself to the wheel for that. Clendenning, we still love you as always.
Damn.
But yes, tied for the highest ranked beer.
But that was also skewed from him being on. It was his beer. I will say.
Hey, I'll tell you
It
what.
wasn't skewed for me.
No, not
I
for
didn't
me.
give that a 10.
I did give that a 10.
I did, and I
I
still
did.
hold to that.
I still
I mean,
hold to that
it's a
as
different
well.
level. They're on different levels.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But
Two different
yes,
styles.
so that is the ratings of the day, guys. That concludes the Mason Hour. Bricker, you want to shout out our socials?
You can find us at THE Couchaholics. That's the Couchaholics.
In case you didn't know how to spell
The-
the.
love that.
You can find us as the Couchaholics on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. Give us likes, shoot us comments, share us, please. Post us on your stories if you can.
Tell a friend.
YouTube, subscribe, upvote. No, not upvote. That's Reddit. That's Reddit. Sorry. YouTube, like. You're really gonna add me to a wheel for that?
For up butt? You're goddamn right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he said up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't
You know
hear
what?
myself
We
say
always
that.
are going to have him go before the wheel now because there's a lot that will be added.
But please share our stories on
Share
your
our shit.
stories. Let other people know what we're up to, how fucking dumb and funny we are. Also, if you have any recommendations, any beers, any other Heady Toppers, or if you have extra Heady Toppers,
Send it our way.
shoot us an email. We'll pick them up from you.
Yeah,
We'll give you a shout out. I don't know about money, but
We don't have that.
but if you have any topic questions, any pop quiz questions would be
Yes.
sick.
I would love
That's a yellow
fan
card
sent
right
pop
there,
quiz
pal.
questions would be awesome.
Shoot us an email at couchaholics302@gmail.com.
All right, let her rip.
It's
Spin it,
time for the Wheel of Misfortune. It's me, boys. I planned it.
Stop!
Oh, it's me! Also, why do I always get this?
Damn.
Very close to Taylor. Taylor was next
We're
on the block.
still waiting on Tyler and Jake to get the fucking wheel. I swear to God.
We'll see.
I'm glad it wasn't this one
That's
for you.
delicious.
It was actually almost Tyler's choice.
I would have drank this.
I know, it would have been cool to have my
Let's
choice.
go.
That's
Wanna
a
do a
10.
quick pass
That's
around?
a 10.
Yeah.
Everybody take a drink.
Tyler, who would you have
Pretty
chosen?
good, actually.
I would have chosen special guest Taylor, of course.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, it's
That's actually
delicious.
pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
It's good that we're passing around this and drinking it because COVID doesn't exist anymore.
Not here, not in my
dude.
basement.
It can't.
With the Heady Topper, the Halo music.
It tastes like a
One
like
and
a hazy.
two. That's the best part about the Couchaholics podcast. We're immune to everything.
Yeah.
You think it's good, Brick? You like that?
Yeah, no.
Oh, he's
yeah,
chugging
yeah,
it.
it's gone. It's almost gone.
Honestly, that's probably pretty high alcohol.
I was going to
There's some
say,
sediment.
I don't know how to add up the thing.
I saw that. It's a little chunky.
That's what makes it a middle cup.
Oh my!
yeah.
That sounded
Live
Well,
direct.
Heady Topper on the can said it had sediment at the bottom, right?
Yep.
And you poured the very last
Toward the
of can in
bottom into it, yeah.
There it is.
So look,
That
Taylor,
was good.
thank you for being on, brother. I hope this lived up to every expectation.
It was a
hopes and
fucking
dreams.
honor. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
before the podcast even
I've
existed.
been waiting for you guys to finally do this so I can finally come on. So I'm so glad this
It
happened.
finally happened.
Nice.
It's all right. You're gonna become a mainstay, man.
Like I said, it's an honor. I'm more than happy to contribute what I can do. I love seeing the homies succeed.
Do you have any shameless plugs
Bless
before
up,
we
baby.
get out?
Bless up.
No. I'm gonna hold that. There are some things going on in life where I have to, be good and stuff. I'll be on the next episode.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
His
Hell
mail
yeah.
escort service, he's not going to plug right now.
Yeah.
So look, on that note, boys, deuces. Peace out.
See you later.
Bye.